Sorry for that. I think I've been mute, sorry. So I take this opportunity to welcome us all for this semester orientation for new students, those who have already joined. I'll be the MC. I'll be the MC for this session. My name is Evans Makabina from the Dean of Students Office. So let me first take this opportunity to welcome us all to Management University of Africa, the best place to be in terms of the learning as a premier university. So just to run down through how the sessions will run for this morning. Sorry, this particular orientation, as you know, enables us students to get to understand what goes on in each department and also interact with the various departments that will be supporting their learning. So just a rundown through how the day will be. We'll start with the prayers, which will be, of course, coordinated by Brown. Then we'll get a round of introduction so that we know who is already joining us from the various branches and various parts of the country and beyond. We'll also get the address from the VC and presentation from the various departments that support our students in the process of learning. And lastly, we'll get an address by the student president, the student union president. Yeah, so that's how the day will be. I welcome us all. And as I indicated before we started, let us observe the muting and keep on muting so that we are able to get what is being presented. Yeah, so I welcome us all. And before we proceed any further, I'll kindly request Brown. He is one of our lecturers, maybe just to give us a word of prayer so that we proceed from there. So Brown, you're welcome.
Okay. You, Lord, this morning for leading and guiding each one of us. We want to thank you for our that you will be able to guide and lead all way and draw us closer to you. For we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you for that prayers, Brown. Yeah, so that sets us on for this orientation program for the day. Yeah, so after the prayer, maybe we'll go to some just short round of introduction. It may not be for all of us, but just a majority of us, we can get to know many of us. Maybe I'll just start with our members of faculty, our lecturers who will be handling our students in the various courses they are taking. Yeah, so maybe I'll just go very randomly. I can see many are already here. So I don't know if I call out your name, you can just introduce yourself and the department you are teaching or the courses you're handling so that our students get to know the lecturers they'll be interacting with in class and also the courses you'll be handling. If possible, kindly let us consider putting our face to the sound so that we really interact fully. Yeah, so maybe we go. I can see Mr. David Kanyanjwa. You can unmute and introduce yourself. Mr. Kanyanjwa, you are mute.
Maybe.
Brown, you can proceed. Proceed.
All the time.
Yes, Brown, you can proceed and introduce yourself. I can see Dennis Sigay. You can introduce yourself.
One MC, maybe I can start them off.
Proceed, Daktari, thank you.
Thank you so much. My name is Dr. Justa Nyaga. I'm the dean in the school. I'm also a senior lecturer. I teach mathematical related units and specifically business mathematics, quantitative techniques, operational research, and related units. So I want to take this opportunity to say welcome to your university. Welcome to the Management University of Africa. Thank you.
Thank you, Daktari. I'm sure Daktari will have also another chance to really present on behalf of the schools. Thank you. Maybe next we can have, I can see here Dr. Dorothy Tsuma introducing herself. All right, I think Dr. Dorothy Tsuma can come later. We can have Mr. Moses Leseo introducing himself.
Thank you so much, MC, and good morning, everyone. My name is Moses Leseye. I'm the Dean of Students and also a lecturer at the Management University of Africa. I teach human resource management courses as well as leadership courses at the university. I welcome you all to the university. Feel at home. I think we'll be able to interact later in the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Moses Leseo. We can have
Thank you.
Dr.
This is Dr. Dorothy Tsuma. I had a problem with Mike, but I'm here, and we welcome all the students on board. I teach social causes and humanities in development study. You are welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Suma. We can have Dr. Machoka also introducing himself. Right, Dr. has challenges. We can have Dr. Angeline Wambogo introduce herself.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Angeline Wambogo from Management University of Africa. I am a lecturer of legal studies, and welcome to MUA. We are glad to have you here, and I'm sure that today will be a very interactive session where you'll be able to get your questions answered, but also get a lot of good information about the university. So welcome all. I teach, I work in the Research, Development and Innovation Directorate, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Daktari. I can have now Mr. Johnson Kianda introducing himself.
Just a minute.
Good morning. My name is Johnson Kianda. I teach strategic management. I'm also in charge of training and development. And so we welcome you to the university and we look forward to interacting further. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We can have our registrar, Mr. Daniel Komu, introducing himself.
Yes, good morning, everybody, and welcome. The name is Daniel Komu, the Registrar Academic and Student Affairs, and your host today. I'm a lecturer in organizational behavior and counseling psychology courses. Karibuni.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel Komu, and also it's good to mention as the registrar office, it's the registrar's office that organizes all this. Thank you very much for this arrangement. At this point, before I proceed, we get to know some of our students. I know many I may have left out, but we still have that chance to keep interacting in the midst of our presentation. I acknowledge the presence of our VC who has already joined us. I know he will be having a chance for the address later after we've heard from just a few of our students. I believe you are joining us from various branches, MUAs all over, in Kenya, Africa, and beyond. So I just wanted to jump to the other side, our new students who are just joining us. If we can also get a few of you, I believe the host has given us rights to now unmute and do self-introduction. I'll guide it in this order. I'll start with our students from Nairobi. From any student from Nairobi region can just unmute, introduce themselves, and really tell us the course they'll be taking. Yeah, so we can have someone just unmute any student from Nairobi within Nairobi branch. Yeah, yes, yes, proceed.
Good morning.
Proceed, yes, good morning.
Are you able to hear me clearly?
Very clearly, proceed.
Okay, thank you. I'm Isaboke Abel, South C. I believe that's Nairobi branch. I'll be taking BML, that is a Bachelor in Management and Leadership. Thanks.
Thank you very much, and you are welcomed. I can see Marion is also from Nairobi. Marion, you can just unmute and proceed.
Thank you very much. My name is Marion Stechi. I'll be taking a Master's of Arts in Development Studies in Nairobi. Thank you.
Welcome, Marion. Any other one person from Nairobi? We go to other branches. I can see Ibrahim. Ibrahim, unmute and introduce yourself. Ibrahim has challenges. Cyrilla? I can see many are raising hands, so we can see by the show of hands, you have so many of us from Nairobi. I don't know whether you have challenges and unmuting. Anybody from Nairobi?
Good morning.
Morning, proceed.
My name is Evelyn Shigifadili. I'll be taking BML, majoring in purchasing and supplies.
Thank you, and welcome to MUA. Anybody else?
Hi. Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Proceed.
My name is Hudhaifa Duale Ado, and I'll be taking Bachelor in Business and Information Technology, BBIT in South Sea, Nairobi camp.
You are welcome. So, Nairobi, I know we have many of us here. You will allow me, we've gotten a few. We can go to Kisumu. Any of our students from Kisumu branch joining this session? You can just unmute if you are joining us from Kisumu branch. Kisumu has all the ways here, Migori and that area. Yes, proceed. Morning.
You are hearing me?
Loud and clear. Proceed, George.
I'm George Otieno Aura. I will be taking a diploma in management and leadership. I'm also in the process of doing few registrations currently.
Thank you, George, and welcome. Anybody else, Kisumu? Wonderful. So maybe, George, on behalf of Kisumu team, we welcome you all. So I can go to Mombasa. Any of our students from Mombasa joining us for this orientation? I don't know. You can proceed. I can see a hand up. Just proceed and introduce yourself from Mombasa.
Good morning, all. I hope you can hear me.
Morning.
Yeah, my name is Geoffrey Mokanunda. I'm a new student. I'll be taking BML, measuring and purchasing and supplies.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And maybe I can go outside the country. I don't know if there is any of our students joining us from outside the country. I can see at least a hand up. Yeah, you can just unmute and let us know where you're coming from outside the country.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Sorry, I muted because I think there was another person who was also trying to speak, and I think I'm clear. I hope I'm clear.
You are clear. Proceed.
Yeah, my name is Richard Miai. Yeah, I believe, I'm not sure though I was supported online by a lady whom I believe is from South Sea, but personally I'm in Mogadishu, Somali, but I'm doing DML, supply chain option. Yeah, I'm a new student from Kim, and yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much from all the way Somaliland. Welcome on board. You will get
not Somaliland, sorry. It's Somali.
Oh, Somali.
The Somalian
Okay.
Somaliland. Thanks.
Okay, I get it. Thank you very much. Count on adequate support from all of us at MUA. You will really be supported along your learning. Yeah, so I'm almost closing on that. I can go to the Mount Kenya region. Anyone from the Mount Kenya region? Nyeri
Good morning,
Nanyuki.
everyone.
Morning.
Yeah, this is actually I'm not in Mount Kenya. This is Rayton Mutachi. I'm joining from South Sudan, and I'm a new student here. Glad to be part of Management University of Africa. I'll be taking certificate in management and leadership. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Rayton from South Sudan, and welcome on board. Anyone from the Mount Kenya region? As we complete this session of introduction, I can see some hands up. Yes, proceed.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Franco Rinde from Embu. I'll be taking a BDS majoring in project management. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I don't know, lastly, which region am I leaving behind? Anybody from Narok, the Maasai land of Narok, Kajiado? Anybody from Narok? I can see a hand up. All right, I think I'll close it at that. I know there is still a chance to be registering. I'll shortly be welcoming the registrar's office just to guide us how we'll go about registering our attendance. Those I've left out, you will still record your attendance because as you've always known, orientation is a mandatory process and is a graduation requirement. as you are taking a course with us, even as you are progressing to the next course, it's always important that we refresh ourselves to understand what is expected of us. Yeah, so I thank all of us who were able to take part in that session of introduction. It will not be complete without, there's a last category of people I wanted to introduce is school. I wanted to introduce school administrators. These are the administrators who handle different programs in school. So remember, we have all the way from certificate all the way to PhD. So I'll just go in that exact order. I don't know whether we have certificate and diploma administrator here with us. I didn't want to forget that category. That is Sylvia. If Sylvia is in.
Hello, good morning. I'm Sylvia, and I would like to welcome you all to the Management University of Africa. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia. Sylvia will really be of support to those taking certificate and diploma program. I go to the undergraduate program, those taking various degrees, BML, BDS, BCom, and even education. So we have an administrator for undergraduate programs, can also introduce themselves. If possible, put also the face to the sound. So if we have Phoebe here with us.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Phoebe Mureithi. Welcome to the Management University of Africa. This is the right place, and we will work together. Karibuni sana.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Phoebe. So ensure that you really get to know these particular administrators because they'll be supporting us in our various programs. Maybe you can go to masters. I don't know if we have James Simel, if he has been able to join us. I can't see him in, but I'll introduce James Simel, supports students in the master's programs. And now we can have PhD programs if we have the school administrator in charge.
Hello, good morning. My name is Dorothy Lagat. I'm the administrator, PhD programs. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome all the new students and also the continuing students. You made the right choice and feel at home. Thank you.
Thank you, Dorothy. Dorothy has been supporting a school administrator for those in the PhD program, those taking the PhD with us. Lastly, I can have special programs. Special programs is under leadership of Professor Gidai. I don't know whether he's here with us. And Mary Obel, we can have them introducing themselves before we close this session.
Thank you, Chair, and good morning, everyone. My name is Mary Obel. I'm in charge of professional studies. Welcome, everyone, to the MUA.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mary. Mary is the administrator who takes charge of special programs. These are programs, you can even take them alongside your degree. So I believe there will be also a chance to introduce you to some of these programs in the course of this presentation. So having done that phase, allow me to proceed to the next. Sorry, I'm forgetting Odell. It's important we know also Odell administrators who are here. In no order, we can just have them just unmute and introduce themselves. The administrators for Odell program. Maybe I can start. I can start, of course, with I don't know whether Gertrude is in already. Gertrude, are you in? You can just unmute your video and introduce yourself. I don't know, Edwin. I don't know whether Edwin is in.
Yes, good morning. My name is Edwin Omambia, and I work as an administrator at the Odell office. I welcome you all to the Management University of Africa. Thank you.
Hello, Evans. I'm here with the Odell team. There were,
great.
There's something they were sorting out. Maybe they can just sit down one by one and introduce themselves.
Good morning. This is Gertrude and Odell Administrator, and you're welcome to the Management University of Africa, the School of Choice. It's a premium university. Yeah, I look forward to working with you and that you have the best experience. Welcome.
The next person we have is Mr. Dennis Sige.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dennis Sige. I am the instructional designer of the department. I also teach in the Department of IT Certificate and Diploma programs. Welcome to MOA. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you, Evans. Those are the members who are available right now. The rest are with the ICT team working on something. Thank you.
Okay, maybe Celia, you can also proceed and introduce yourself. It's important, yeah, they get to know. You are all in Odell.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Makasanda, and good morning, everyone. My name is Isabella Sile. I'm in the Open Distance and E-Learning Department. I am happy to be here with you today and to welcome you to the Management University of Africa. You have made the best choice to join us, and we shall support you in everything that you shall be doing that pertains to academics up to the point of graduation. You're welcome.
Thank you, Sile. And this is just to let our students, to let you know that we have a whole team that is here to really support you in your learning journey. I cannot fail to mention the school work together with also the Dean of Students office. The Dean of Students had introduced himself. He'll have a session also to introduce himself. And also we have other colleagues in the Dean of Students office to ensure that your co-curricular activities also well taken care of. Yeah, so thank you all of us who have taken part in that phase of introduction. And now without much ado, it's time to invite our Deputy Vice Chancellor to really also give us a welcoming remark and invite the VC for his address. So, Dr. Dominita Kathula, if you are already in, you can just proceed. I don't know if I know if she's yet to join.
You can hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Proceed.
Oh, sorry. I think I was talking well muted. So I'm saying thank you so much, Evans, for sharing the section. And also, I want to thank all the students and also the faculty and anybody who is logged in today. Evans, you can hear me?
We hear you, Dr. Proceed. We can hear you.
Okay. So I was introducing myself. I'm saying I'm Dr. Dominita Naomi Kadula. I'm the DVC Academic Research and Extension. More so, I'm a lecturer in education and development studies. That's what I usually like doing most. And I want to welcome you to Management University of Africa. You have done the right choice. Joining Management University of Africa, where your dreams and even the future of your career will be shaped, and that will promise you the kind of experience you will have in MUA. It's not an experience you'll ever get anywhere else. And that's why I usually tell you, choosing MUA is choosing the right institution for advancement of your career and also for the network. with the who is who, so that you can even grow your social capital apart from your academic capital. So as you join this semester, as staff, we are very dedicated to ensure that we give you the best. And also we want from you so that you also dedicate. Making a choice to join academic is not just any other choice. You are investing your money, you are investing your time. We want you to utilize the best of your time in this academic journey, not only to acquire knowledge, skills, and disposition, but that affectionate, that anything you see the gap you are going to fill in your community. I'm sure you are all aware why we are learning is because education is a social good. The education you are getting is not only for your benefit, it's for your family, it's for your community, it's for your country. And that's why we want you, as you join these higher levels of learning, as you continue to go higher and higher, know that you have joined a university because you want to learn through teaching and learning. We want you to be that person who is involved in research, so that you see a problem in your community, you bring it to the university, we do a research on it, then we write briefs to the government and to the feedback to our community, so that we can lift or we can eliminate all those problems you are having in our community. And through that, you find you are supposed to give feedback to the community. That is community engagement. And that's why as a university, you will be calling you most of the time to join us, even when we are going for community service, when we are doing something for the community, because it is the education system which should train the community on how to care for the environment, how to plant trees, how to clean the rivers, how to clean the environment, and also how to avoid cutting trees which are causing climate change. So if us as educated and you as part of the educated team, you don't disseminate that information to the community, we are setting ourselves to fail, because we can all see the climate change is not affecting those who are not educated, it's affecting every one of us. So as we join this university, we'll make you understand most of the things. Some things you'll be learning, you may be wondering why are you repeating the same, especially the university common units. But we want you to have that repetition so that you understand why you should be ethical, why you should be doing this and this, why you should be a leader. All those things, the environment, why should you care for the environment? So join MUA, feel happy, feel supported. Anything you have an issue on, we are at course. For your information, just to disclose, I serve in the Commission for University Education, so be sure that the courses you are doing here in MUA, they are regulated by the Commission for University Education. I serve in Kenya National Qualification Authority. We are in the process of making all our programs to be in the data bank of Kenya National Qualification Authority. And I think we'll be the third university to have all our programs, where at a click of a button, you'll be seeing all the courses offered in MUA, wherever you are. So feel safe that even the current, I'm sure you are having those current status, but you had the CS pronouncing about it, about the KIM. So feel safe that the qualification you have, the qualification you'll get through MUA, they are authentic qualification, they are quality education, and they will not bar you from becoming what you want to become in life. So with that, I just want to welcome our Vice Chancellor, Professor John Chelgate, to give the remark, because today is your day to get to know the whole university, all the departments, even if it's virtual, so that when you come, you know where to go to get any service and to get an assistant. With that, I want to welcome our VC, Prof.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dominita, for the welcome. And I want to ask those of us who are not presenting to mute, so that we can have one meeting.
Nixon, please, please mute.
Can somebody let's mute those who are not presenting?
Nixon, kindly mute.
The admin, can you ensure that you unmute people going forward so that the meeting is not interrupted? So now I think we are able to start off. First and foremost, you are most welcome to the Management University of Africa. We are happy to receive you today during this particular orientation, which we are streaming virtually via the Teams. I think somebody was asking what happened to the Zoom meeting. I think last time we had a challenge with the Zoom. Our numbers went beyond 300, and I think our Zoom was able to take up to 299, 300. So quite a number of many students, I think, did not participate in the last orientation that was in the January intake. Just like what Dr. Dominita said, we are fully accredited as a university. All our facilities, both here in the South Sea, in Kisaju, and even our virtual and hotel platforms are fully accredited by the Commission for University Education. The same also for our programs. Just to echo what Dr. Dominita, who is the Deputy Vice Chancellor, said. So for me, I want to welcome all of us to our university, and I start by saying that I take a pleasure now to welcome all our new students and even our ongoing students to the Management University of Africa. Some of you are beginning your academic journey with us this particular May semester, May 2026 semester. You are joining a vibrant institution committed to academic excellence. We are also committed to leadership development, and we are a transformative organization in Kenya. So this is not just the beginning of a course of study, it is the beginning of your professional identity, your leadership journey, and your contribution to the society. It starts right here with us today. Today, I want to basically dwell on three critical pillars for success in your academics with us and also for success in your life. The first thing I want to look at is your approach to your studies and your career. The second thing I will be addressing myself with is the responsible use of artificial intelligence, AI, which I know it is here to stay. And the third thing I will be addressing myself is your engagement beyond the classroom or beyond your studies. There is more to a university life, more than even what you get in class. There we have extracurricular activities, which most of my colleagues also will be addressing as we go on. Starting with the first pillar, which is taking charge of your academic and career success, what I'm saying is that university life offers freedom, but with that particular freedom comes responsibility. A success will not happen by chance. It will be the result of deliberate effort and discipline. So basically, to succeed in your academic and professional journey, you need to be intentional about your goals. What we are saying is that you need to define what success looks like for you early as today. Are you focusing on academic excellence? Are you focusing on entrepreneurship? Are you focusing on leadership? Are you focusing on innovation? That is the question you are going to answer yourself as you start your journey with us. The next item, which is going to ensure your success, is to master time management. And basically what we are saying is that you need to balance your academic life, you need to balance your lectures, assignments, and also your personal commitments and also other activities you are participating in to avoid procrastination. Sometimes if you do not have a balanced life, you will realize you may register for your class here with us, but most of the time you are working. So you are not paying attention to your academic work. So at the end of the day, you may just wake up one time just before submission of coursework and run around helter-skelter, saying, what were we supposed to do? You know, that is not the sort of life we want you to follow. We want you, from the word go, have a balanced life so that all your areas move forward simultaneously without any part of your life lagging behind. The other thing is you need to engage actively in learning. Do not just attend classes, do not just participate virtually, do not just participate via our e-learning without engaging with your lecturers, without active engagement with your colleagues, without asking questions. What I'm requesting you is to participate actively in your learning process. You should not have it as a passive process whereby you are just waiting for others to do their coursework and then you ask, can you forward to me the assignment? You just change your name and submit as yourself. That is being dishonest. And we are not training you to be dishonest leaders, future leaders in our country. We are training you to be leaders of integrity. The other thing to succeed in your academics and professional journey is to develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills. And what we are saying is that employers today are not just looking for the various degrees or papers, but they are looking for somebody who can think, somebody who can provide solution to the challenges they are facing, somebody who can be innovative. Those are the sort of skills the market is looking for at the moment. So you need to develop your critical thinking skills. You need to develop your problem-solving skills so that when you graduate with us, or even as you are going through our programs, you start becoming a solution provider in your space. Lastly, on the academic success and professional journey is you need to build professional network early. And it is in this particular setup whereby you will be able to interact with your colleagues who are coming from various professional backgrounds. So this is your time to interact with your colleagues from various professional backgrounds so that you also determine a professional body you want to associate yourself with. And once you belong to a certain professional body, you will, of course, participate in its activities and you will be known to be a leading professional in a certain field. So you need to ask yourself, which is your professional body, even as you start our journey with us here. Lastly, on that perspective, or on that pillar on academic success, remember your degree is not just a certificate, but it is a foundation for your career and your contribution to the society. The next thing I want to articulate to you this morning is the need for you to understand the various mode of studies we have in our university. And I'm sure most of my colleagues will still take you through. What we are saying is that at MUA, we offer flexible and inclusive learning pathways to suit diverse student needs. You may be studying through open, distance, and e-learning or ODL modes, or virtual learning, or even physical, which is face-to-face modes. So whichever mode you are in, success requires discipline and adaptability. So for ODL students, you enjoy flexibility, but it also demands strong self-discipline. So you need to create a structured study schedule. You need to stay consistent and avoid falling behind. For the virtual learners, I urge you to engage actively during the online sessions, turn on presence, participate in discussions, collaborate with the peers, your peers, and maintain professionalism in the digital spaces. For the physical students who comes to our respective campuses, I urge you to make full use of the campus resources, the physical libraries. For the online students and the virtual students, you will have off-campus access. Make use of faculty interactions. The same also for virtual and also our ODEL students. There is also provision through the ODEL platform to interact with the faculty. Make use of the peer learning, your colleagues learning together. So you need to belong to a group where you are able to walk the journey together so that you learn from one another. Importantly, for the face-to-face students, you need to be present, you need to be punctual, and you need to be engaged always. So across all the modes of study, what we are saying is that you need to stay connected with your lecturers and classmates. You need to use the university's digital learning platforms effectively, and you need to take responsibility for your own learning. Flexibility should not lead to complacency. So the mode of study even though the mode of study may differ, but the standards of delivery, the standards of excellence remains the same at MUA, irrespective of the mode of delivery or the mode of study. The other upcoming contemporary issue is the artificial intelligence. And what I want to emphasize for us here as we begin is around the ethical and responsible use of artificial intelligence, commonly referred as AI. So we are living in a transformative era where artificial intelligence is reshaping education, businesses, and society. As a student of a forward-looking university, you are expected to embrace AI, but also to use it responsibly. Here is how you can approach AI. You can use AI as a learning tool, but not as a shortcut. So what we are saying is that let AI support your understanding, but not to replace your thinking. Like sometimes we receive some work from students. I'm not saying you are a part of them because you are training us. Sometimes you receive some work. When you read through, doesn't even relate with our scenario here in Africa, in Kenya, but you can see clearly somebody has lifted information on a certain topic rightfully from the AI without putting his or her own contribution or thinking through, and then they just post. We have the tools which can be able to detect the AI work, which is not, of course, yours, and you will be participating in academic dishonesty. So we want to discourage you from academic dishonesty. But you can use AI to support your understanding, but not to replace your thinking. You need also to maintain academic integrity. Basically, what we are saying is that submitting AI-generated work as your own without critical engagement is an academic dishonesty, and we discourage that. Thirdly, you need to verify and validate information. AI makes massive mistakes, you are always supposed to cross-check facts and apply your judgment. I know for sure that there have been various cases whereby the various lawyers have relied on AI, and those supporting case precedents have been found to be erroneous, and they have ended up losing their cases. I know for sure, even here, there have been students who have generated reference materials on various topics they are doing via AI. But when you go and check those reference materials, they are non-existent. So they have also failed. So you need to verify and validate information from the AI output always. Thirdly or fourthly is that you need to respect ethical boundaries. Avoid the misuse of AIs in plagiarism, misinformation, or manipulation. Lastly, you need to develop digital literacy. Learn how AI works, its limitations, and its impact on your field of study. That is what I'm encouraging all of us. So at MUA, we encourage innovation, but we also uphold integrity. So your reputation as a professional begins with your honesty as a student. The last thing I want to address myself is the power of co-curricular and extracurricular engagements. So here, what I'm saying is that your university experience extends far beyond the lecture halls. Some of the most valuable skills you will gain, whether in leadership, teamwork, or communication, are developed outside the classroom. So I strongly encourage you to join various student clubs and associations, whether those clubs are academic, professional, cultural, or creative. Those are the platforms which will help you discover your talents and your strengths, including sports, by the way. Including sports. You know, you can be like Sebastian Sawe, who ran below 2 hours and broke the world record. I think he just landed last evening. So sports also is something you can consider. You also need to participate in the various wellness activities for your own mental sharpness and for your own overall success. You need also to engage in community services and outreach, and the university has all programs around that area or that space, and my colleagues will be addressing themselves on that. You also need to take up leadership roles as early as now. What we are saying is that the university gives you an opportunity to hone up your leadership skills. And from even the in the industry leadership, political leadership, we are seeing students who develop their leadership skills while at the universities. So you need to start your leadership journey today. What do you want to lead in, and take up your space immediately. I want also to urge you to attend various workshops, seminars, and also conferences. These are very good opportunities for networking. And also you will get exposure to real world perspectives, which enhances your academic experiences, and also for you to also fit into the job market easily. You participate in those particular activities I've mentioned. So employers value graduates who are not only knowledgeable, but also those who are well-rounded, who are adaptable, and who are socially aware about what is going on in their environment. So my final reflection is, as you begin this journey, remember you are responsible for your success. Very important. Remember, integrity must guide everything you do with us from today until when you graduate, and even when you are our alumni. Integrity is your tagline going forward. Thirdly, remember, growth happens when you step beyond your comfort zone. Growth will only happen when you step beyond your comfort zone. So that is what I want to urge us. So lastly, at the Management University of Africa, we are committed to supporting you, but the ultimate responsibility lies with you. Just like they say, you can take a cow to the river, but you cannot force the cow to drink the water. But we are there to support you as a university. But the ultimate success lies with you as our student. Make the most of every opportunity. Uphold the highest standards of discipline and ethics, and strive to become leaders who will transform our organizations, our country, and society at large. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you very much, our VC, for the wise words. This is just was some wonderful reactions. We can go to react. Give our VC some wonderful reaction for the wise words of welcome to the Management University of Africa. Thank you very much for the accolades, for the claps, for the thumbs up. It has indeed been very wise words from our VC, really majorly touching on a successful academic journey, which I believe is bringing all of us here. Indeed, I'm touched when VC says that you are responsible for your success. That reminds me that we should also take account or be accountable for our failure. So the right decision is with us. Thank you very much, VC, for that. And now we are going straight to the departmental presentation. And to start us off will be the Registrar, Academic and Student Affairs. As you would know, Registrar is the office that admits and releases students, a very important department in this university. The Registrar, we expect him to really touch on academics, the general student life, and the university culture. Also in the presentation, as I had indicated, the entire orientation has been arranged with this office. They will be able to tell us much more, especially with regards to the registration for this particular session. As I welcome the registrar, I can see there are students who have raised a few questions in the Q&A section. I urge us, if they are under our department, let us keep responding. Also, when the chance comes for presentation, we can also take focus on these areas. I know many of the concerns shall be addressed, but shall you find one that is under our respective departments, we can respond to. Yeah, so without much ado, I would like to welcome our registrar, Mr. Daniel Komu, to give us his 10 minutes presentation. So karibu, registrar. And we can also mute all of us who are not presenting so that we have one session together. So registrar, karibu.
Arun, how much? Arun, how much? Juliet will take us through the registrar's presentation. Juliet.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning. My name is Juliet Mutisia from the exams department, and we are pretty happy to have you here. And today we are just going to take you through our expectations as an institution, and also give you our guidelines and our rules and regulations. And we also would like to hear from you. The chat is moving very fast, and we appreciate that. So this is our vision, and as a university, we envision to be a premier university providing management and transformative leadership solutions worldwide. So that's a big vision for a big institution like this one. And our mission is to pursue excellence in provision of quality education through innovative teaching and distinguished research to mold leaders such as yourselves as you start this journey, and change agents and entrepreneurs with a global impact. So there we have our philosophy as well. Can move on to the next slide. Whoever is, thank you. So some of our core values that we have here, actually not some, these are our core values. We have long life experiential learning, academic freedom, creativity and innovation, integrity and social responsibility. So all our departments anchor their core values onto this as part of our communication. Being in the era of technology, we can move on. Thank you. We communicate to our students, and all communication is actually two-way. The student can communicate to the university, and we also communicate to the students on various matters. And on matters communication, students must be done, it must be done in writing. Yeah. So that's the formal way of doing communication, and we use emails as our major or our main forms of communication. So the MUA or MUA email address shall be allocated by ICT team to each student upon registration. So you will have an email address that you're going to use. All official communication shall be done through the office of the registrar. This is very important. So there are those operational matters that maybe you may need to communicate through your admin or through your school, but the main communication, any student matter that you may have, you communicate through the registrar. And also the communication from the university to you as a student will come from the registrar. May I move on, please? So it's very important for you to read your communication, okay? Read your emails, very, very important, and also respond accordingly. So we are going to talk about the admission process, which is our first department that is in contact with you. Of course, when you come to the university, we have the marketing team, which is out there in the market. Then when they bring you in, the first point of contact is the admissions. So benefits of making MUA a university of choice, they are highlighted there. I have seen someone from Doha. Welcome. We have students from all over, from the US, from South Africa, Ghana, Israel, Japan. So we appreciate each and every one of you. So you'll mingle and network with people from all walks of life. Yeah. So we have, thank you for the accolade. So we have 5% discount for the early bird payment of fees. Yes. So if you pay your fee on time, you'll get a discount, 5%. Then we have flexible learning modes of study, as the VC had mentioned earlier. So we have the day, we have the evening, weekend, and open and distance learning. So we are very flexible, and we'd like you to look at your calendar. There are some semesters you'd prefer to come to class in the evening, some during the day, which is wonderful for us because we are able to accommodate you throughout your tenure here. So industry orientation, guaranteeing students are taught by adjunct faculty with many years of experience. So you'll get to see and experience different faculty members from different fields depending on their areas of expertise, and you'll be able to enjoy your classes as you move along. So I've mentioned about international facilities. For those who visit the university, we'll share their experiences with our students. We have exchange programs in various countries, as mentioned there, USA, Japan, Israel, Ghana, and we also have students getting to go out there for exchange program, same to faculty as well. So both faculty and students can get a chance to go for the exchange program. So that's exciting news. We have also the opportunity to discuss and meet the network with industry speakers. The Dean of Students is very instrumental in this, where he invites experts from various fields to come and talk to us. This is apart from your regular class, yeah? So you'll be finding invites from time to time to come and hear from industry players and speakers. At least every month we have a session. So it's a good opportunity for you to join and you're able to enjoy the session. So you can access our library. Our library is actually one of the best. We've been rated, and the librarian will come in and speak about that. And you're able to access our library off campus and online throughout your stay. And then we also have access to any of the KIM branches and facilities near you for the program. This is for the support for the people within the country. But for those out of the country, we are just an email away. Yeah. So excellent state-of-the-art facilities and a very serene environment. For those of us who've not been to Kisaju, make a point of visiting. The place is beautiful, fresh air, and you will love it there. So we offer scholarships also for needy students. We have an initiative called Save a Dream, which was actually an initiative started by one of our students, now an alumni. But we have, through this initiative, we've helped several students attain and achieve their goals. You may proceed, please. Madam Florita, we can move along. Thank you. So the application process, you have to fill a form, an application form. Now online, we have it online, but also the physical is still operational. So you fill the form, and once you fill the form, you submit the documents that are expected of you to submit, both a copy and original. Very important. If you're doing it physical, you need to bring your original copy of your maybe ID, all the documents that are stated there, or a soft copy and original. Okay. So for those doing online, they can submit them onto the portal directly. So special applicants. So in case you're a student coming from a foreign country and you have a certificate, you must have the certificates validated by the relevant bodies. In this case, we have CUE, which is the accrediting body of the universities in Kenya. Then we have NQA and NEC. So when you come, you'll be advised accordingly by the marketer or the admission officers who are on the ground to help you in processing this application. So for the citizens who are not Kenyans, you'll also have a student pass, which is just a regulation that we need to have for you to register. to be admitted actually. So the registration process starts immediately after you finish your admission. And once you're admitted, then you go to the second step, which is the registration process, which is what most of you or all of you will do, say after this orientation. You now apply for, you register for the units that you need to partake. And these are the 4 steps, 5 steps actually. So applicants admitted are required to have the official letter of offer. Ensure your letter is official and signed. And then you will also sign an acceptance. You know, once we give you an offer, then you accept to come to us. You'll have to sign that off. Then number 2, we'll have the registration of students, which is done at the beginning of each semester. So every semester you'll be registering for your students. So you need to take note of the documents that will be given to you during admission. Once you're admitted and now you're ready to register, we will give you what we call a course structure. A course structure will be your Bible or your holy book for this academic journey. So you need to actually take note of what you have done using that course structure. So a new student has to be assigned an admission number. So you'll get the admission number for you to register for the units. Then the 4th thing that you need to do is that you shall ensure that you've paid your fees. Remember the early birds discount? Make sure you clock on that one. You'll get 5% discount. Then the 5th one there is that a registered student shall receive MUA ID card. Okay, so give us a good photo, a passport photo that is clear, because that is what will appear on your ID card. All right, so we can move on to the next. Thank you. So unit registration, you'll find that a program has a different number of units to be done, depending on the level that you're undertaking. So for instance, if you're doing maybe a degree in Bachelor of Management and Leadership, you will have 48 units. So for you to achieve this, there are several things that you need to do. One of them is to have a unit registered. So you will register each and every unit for you to qualify or to be able to move on to the next level. And the next level, the first thing you do is register the unit. So every semester, there'll be a deadline for unit registration per semester, which is determined by Senate. The Senate is the body that governs academic matters within a university. So we will have, Senate has already determined, and we will share with you those timelines from your various departments on the deadlines. You will have deadlines to meet. Yeah. So the unit registration shall only be done in the students' portal. So this one is fully online. Okay, very important to note. So ensure that you are able to register, and then you pick the units that you need to. You'll choose the units that you're supposed to do, of course, with the guidance of the different schools that we have. They will guide you on the number of units and which units you're eligible to take. So the students' portal shall be inaccessible after the registration period. So even as we give you a discount, we also have some penalties, like late registration, which may attract 500 shillings per day. So if you're late for 10 days, you will lose a lot of money. So ensure that you register at the given time, every semester, at the beginning of the semester. If you're able to pay your fee on time, then you'll get a discount. Thank you. We can proceed. And there's also a deadline for 3 weeks after we open the semester, you may not be allowed to register. So you have registered for a unit, and maybe for one reason or another, you need to travel, or you need to leave the university, or to suspend your studies for some time. Then you apply for what we call deferment. Yeah. There's deferment in admissions, there's deferment in units, so you can defer. So an enrolled student who cannot register immediately. So now we've given you a letter, we are happy you've signed the application acceptance note, then you probably get to travel and you're not able to come to class for one reason or another as a regular student, you can actually defer the admission. So the maximum of 3 semesters or 1 calendar year. Okay, very important. So the admission numbers that we will give you, depending on the different type of program, here I want to mention that all paid up students will be issued with the admission number. So you need to pay so that you get an admission number. As you see there, highlighted in red, point 1, 2, and 3, those are the type of admission numbers that you will get. And they're explained down there. The first column, the first abbreviation is for the program, then the cohort, meaning the group that you've joined with, then the specific number, which is unique just to you, and then the semester which you have joined, and the year. So in this case, for those of us who are joining now, the semester will be semester 2, okay? The year will be 2026. Then the number is unique only to you, right? So the student numbers must be quoted correctly in all university correspondence. Actually, this is your ID, you know, this is what we recognize you with. So someone will always ask you, what is your admission number, when they want to get clarification, yeah, on any matter concerning your program. Okay, we can proceed. Thank you.
Registrar, kindly conclude.
Okay, so we have the student ID, which I've mentioned about, that all the students will be issued with an ID, and you should carry it with you. And if you lose, another penalty here is 1,000. So keep it safe throughout your stay. The handbook will be shared to you on soft copy or in soft copy. Ensure you read the handbook, which consists of the rules and regulations that govern you as a student during your tenure here. Ensure you you understand. If you have queries, feel free to write to the registrar on the matters regarding your journey. We can move on to the next. Then we have the exciting part, which everyone looks forward to. Even for the university, we're always excited about it. This is what is called graduation. So here is where now we have a diploma, undergraduate, master's, and PhD. I've mentioned earlier that depending on the program that you're taking, then different programs have different number of units, right? So from the course structure, you'll be able to pick out that. Okay. So now I would like to welcome Mr. Moses Leseyo to take us through the Dean of Students section. Thank you so much and welcome to MUA.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Juliet, for that wonderful presentation. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Moses Leseyo, and I'm the Dean of Students. I wish to welcome you to the Management University of Africa. And I wish to say that you are part of the MUA family right now. So, and today marks the beginning of life-changing journey for each of you in this particular great university. So allow me to break down some of the core mandates for the department into various activities that matters to you. One is on academic guidance, and we know academic sometimes can be very overwhelming, as the VC has earlier mentioned, and my office helps you access policies, mentors, and resources just to keep you on track. If you ever feel lost, come to us. We'll be able to help you find direction. The other activity that we do is on counseling services, and let me be real with you. The university has its ups and downs, okay? And I'm quite sure there will be exciting times and maybe some low moments too. That's why we have professional counselors in the university who are available both physically and virtually. And the best part is it's free and confidential. So never carry your struggles alone. Just visit the office and we're able to help you. The other activities is on accommodation and health. And you may find as a university, we have 2 campuses. That is the main campus, Kisaju, which is in Kajiado, and the other one is in South Sea. It's in Nairobi, and we know where you live and how you feel matters. So at Kisaju campus, we have affordable hostels, okay? And basically at South Sea campus, we also help you connect with reliable housing providers. So plus we have the university clinics at both campuses for your health needs. So your health and safety are top priority for us in the university. Okay, the other activities is on sports and games. This was earlier mentioned by the VC, and campus is not just about lectures. We want you to stay healthy, active, and social. So we have both outdoor and indoor games, including football, rugby, volleyball, basketball, and indoor games, including chess, Scrabble, table tennis, badminton, darts, among others. So whether you are competitive or just want to relax and have fun, there is a sport for you in the university. On club societies and association, this is where campus really comes alive. We encourage you to join or even start a club that matches your passion. Some options include, we have Innovation Club, Environmental Club, Peer Counseling Club, Modeling and Positive Vibe Clubs, as well as we also have the religious associations like the Christian Union, Catholic Association, as well as Muslim associations where you can nurture your faith. Okay? So these groups are not just for fun, but they help you build your networks. Okay, we also have some core academic activities, including industrial attachment. So this is one of the activities you coordinate in the department. So it's one of the compulsory units, especially for undergraduate and diploma students, and is a vital part of your journey in the university. So it's provide real-world hands-on experience and in your field before you even graduate and prepare you transition smoothly into your workplace. Another activity and core subject that we facilitate is community service. This was also earlier mentioned by the Vice Chancellor, and it's one of the compulsory units, but you may know this compulsory unit for undergraduate students. However, we encourage all the other students for diploma, certificate, masters up to PhD to join us once we have this particular activity for the university. But we encourage all the students to take part of it, so it helps you give back to the society while building the leadership, teamwork, and spirit of responsibility that will serve you your lifetime at the university. We also facilitate alumni engagement. So graduation is not just the end of your MUA journey, but the beginning of lifelong connection. So by joining Alumni Association, you remain part of the network that offers support, mentorship, as well as opportunities. Okay. Last but not least, other responsibility for the department is we ensure we have student discipline. Okay, so university life comes with freedom, but freedom must go hand in hand with responsibility. We have the student's handbook. This was earlier mentioned by the registrar. Okay, it's your guide, and much like the Bible for Christians and Quran for Muslims. So read it, know it, and live by it. Okay. We also facilitate career guidance and mentorship for our students. So your future does not begin after graduation. So it begins now. So through mentorship, coaching, and career guidance, we work with you to clarify your goals and prepare you for lifelong classroom. So join various free trainings, which was earlier mentioned by the previous presenters. Basically, we have various trainings which will be there. So join them, please, so that you are able to be mentored and basically you will be guided in terms of your career. We also facilitate speakers and special programs. This was also mentioned by my colleague. So every so often, we invite professional leaders and experts just to share your knowledge, share with you their knowledge and their experiences, okay? So we encourage you also to join these talks. They're always being done virtually, but sometimes you hold them physically. So my challenge to you as the Dean of Students is don't just pass through the university. Let the university pass through you. So get involved, try out new things. So ask for help when you need it. Okay, respect others, yourself, and most importantly, enjoy the journey, because these years will shape you, who you'll become, not just what you know. So once again, congratulations on joining the university. So this is your new home, okay? So I now take this opportunity to invite our academic dean, Dr. Justa Nyaga, to give you the next presentation. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much, Moses, the Dean of Students. My name is Dr. Justa Nyaga. I'm the academic dean, and I want to present about the academic journey. And let me say that in this department, I work with various categories of individuals. I work with the heads of schools. We have Dr. Ndoro Detsuma, who is the head of School of Arts, Humanities, Development Studies, and Social Studies. We have Mr. Jarent Osoro, who is in charge of School of Management and Leadership. We have Professor Kidai, who is in charge of School of Professional Education and International Languages. And we also have other schools. On top of that, I work with the various administrators, like they were all introduced. There is an administrator in charge of certificate and diploma. Then we have administrator in charge of professional courses. We have administrator in charge of masters, undergraduate studies. Then we have also the administrator in charge of our PhD, and we also have all our other students having various administrators. It will be mentioned later on. On top of that, we work closely with various faculty who are both part-time and full-time faculty, like they were introduced. The school is also led by our able Vice Chancellor and the Deputy Vice Chancellor, the ones who are giving us remarks earlier. Now, let me say that our programs are pegged on 5 basic schools and 1 technical course, technical institute. So we have the School of Management and Leadership, and you can see your programs are actually towards a particular, or they are clustered at a particular school. During the exam time, there is, especially those who sit for the physical exam, there is a section where the students are supposed to be indicating the schools they are in. So kindly just note that if you are doing the PhD in Management and Leadership, PhD in Business Administration, MBA or Master in Business Administration, if you are doing the MML, if you are doing the BML, BCom, Diploma in Management and Leadership, Diploma in Supply Chain Management, Diploma in Entrepreneurship Studies, and their corresponding certificate, you all falls under the School of Management and Leadership. If you are doing the MDS, that is Master of Arts in Development Studies, if you are doing Bachelor of Arts in Development Studies, if you are doing Diploma in Community Health and Development and its certificate, if you are doing Diploma in Counseling Psychology and its certificate, if you are doing Diploma in International Relations and Diplomacy, you are all falling under School of Arts, Humanities, Development Studies, and Social Sciences. Now, if you are doing the Bachelor of Education Arts and Diploma in Education Arts, then you are falling under the School of Education. And if you are doing the BBIT, then DICT, DBIT, and their corresponding certificates, you are falling under School of Science and Technology. Then if you are doing other professional courses, like you can see indicated here, Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport, International Computer Driving License, ICDL, Business French, and all those short courses, they are all falling under what we call School of Professional Education and International Languages. Now, we only have 1 institute where all our technical courses falls under. We are talking about technical courses like electrical engineering, like agriculture, like horticulture, farm attendance, wildlife and tour guide, plumbing, mixology, and fashion and design, and so many others. They are all falling under what we call Management University of Africa Technical Institute. It is an institute which is fully approved by the TVETA, and our students sit for what we call SINDAC TVET examination. Now, let me talk about the credit transfer. And a student who has taken prior, academic somewhere else, maybe you have done a diploma or you have done another degree and you want to join MUA, you can be given exemptions. Those exemptions, we call them credit transfers. Now, the credit transfer is only applicable if the student has covered similar units. That is very important for us to note because they must be similar units. On top of that, a student must have scored a C, that is grade C or 50% and above for you to qualify for the credit transfer or for the exemption. On top of that, a student must have covered at least 75% of the content on the other courses, or what you can call 3 credit hours for it to be equated. Now, a student is required to do an application by filling a form. There is a form which you need to write to either ODEL, or if you're a regular student, you write to your administrator. You will be given a particular form. Please make sure that you seek guidance on what you are supposed to be exempted or what you qualify to be exempted before you go ahead and pay. And talking about the payment, there is a payment of non-refundable, non-transferable of 3,000 per unit which you want to be exempted. In most cases, and especially if we don't know about the college or the institute or whatever really you covered, we might be asking you some documentation, like what you call the course syllabus, for us to match and know that you have covered maybe whatever our regulator asking for. But on top of that, every person who is applying for the credit transfer, you will be required to provide certified transcripts. And the transcript, which is the one which is able to guide us on what really did you perform. Now, let me talk about the core units and the compulsory units. And the reason as to why I'm talking about the core units for various programs is because regardless of you covering them previously or somewhere, you are expected to really do those particular units. And you can take us to the next slide. Now, for all the PhD, currently we only have 2 PhD programs, advanced statistics, research methodology, and they must be done by all the students. It's just a slide before the one we are showing right now. Now, for the MBA, that is the master's student, MBA, MML, and MDS students. They all have to do what we call statistical analysis or quantitative techniques or social statistics for MDS economic development option. On top of that, the 3 programs, it is common for them to do research methodology or research or on business research methods. Now, for MBA and MML students, they all have to do managerial economics, strategic management, management information system, then strategic management itself, human resource management, then marketing management, leadership and organization behavior, and also transformational leadership. They all have to take those particular units. Now, when it comes to BML and BDS students, they all have some common units or the core units which they must all do. That is all the UCUs. Let me just cluster them as all the UCUs units. UCUs stand for University Core Units. So for all the BML, BDS, in fact, all the programs undergraduates, they all have to take their UCU units. On top of that, BML students and the BCom students, they have to take what you call the business mathematics and also corporate leadership and ethics and leadership and communication. Now, on top, the BDS students, they have some core units which include foundation of development, concept and critical issues, legal aspect of development, then theories and the strategies of development. Now, when it comes to the BBIT, it should be you are way ahead of us. So when it comes to BBIT, they all have to take what we call UCU 105 HIV ends together with the BCom. Then the logic and critical thinking, it has to be taken by BBIT and the BCom. Also the research project, industrial attachment, and business mathematics, they also have to take those particular units on top of business communication 1 and 2, and also the community service. Now for the BND students, on top of the UCU units, they all have to do corporate leadership and ethics, team leadership and group dynamic, contemporary issues in leadership, Then foundation of education. There are 3 units which falls under that. Then education administration and planning, education psychology, and the education communication technology, which are 10 units under that. So you realize that if you are doing the BEd, that is Bachelor of Education, there are a number of leadership units which you have to take. Now, when it comes to the diploma programs, they all have to take DCU units as core units. Those units are not exemptable. So they are usually coded as DCU to stand for Diploma Core Units. Then for the certificate, they all have to take what you call CCU units. There are core units and they are not exemptable. So all the students have to take those particular units regardless of your specialization. Now, let me now talk about the mode of study. And as you can see projected here, we have various modes of study. One of them is part-time, which we call them evening classes, or they take weekend classes. Those students, they take a minimum of 5 units and a maximum of 6 units for the new syllabus. And everybody who is admitted today, let me say from 2021 to date, they all are doing the new syllabus. So they take minimum of 5 units and a maximum of 6 units per semester. If it was all the curriculum, in case there is one who is remaining, not completed, they will take a maximum of 8 units. And it is dictated by the total number of units you are supposed to do by the time you are graduating. Of course, the new syllabus revised and reduced the number of the units you are doing. Now, we also have the full-time or the day classes. These ones, they take the same as what I've just explained for the part-time. We also have the ODEL, who take minimum of 5 and a maximum of 6. Then we have the hybrid. Hybrid, it means a student who is taking a mix of ODEL and the regular. Some units in a particular semester. Maybe let me say you are taking 6 units. So you decide 4 you will do ODEL, 2 you will do regular, or the other way around. For those students, they again take a minimum of 5 units per semester and a maximum of 6 units. Okay, minimum of 5, maximum of 6 units per semester. So for all the PhD students, and they take cognizance of you because they saw you really chatting, putting your comment on the chat, you always take 2 units in a semester. Of course, your total units are 6. That means 2 for 3 semesters, and you are done, and you are going to do your thesis. Now, for master's students, you have a leeway to take a minimum of 3 units per semester and a maximum of 6. We recommend you to do 6. That way you will take exactly 3 semesters and you are done with coursework. Now, for all certificate and diploma, you take a constant 6 units per semester. That is very important for us to know. Now, let us talk about the duration of study. Somebody had asked that. And whatever I will explain here about the duration, it is under condition that you have not been exempted any unit. You have not been given credit transfer. So the duration can differ depending on have you been given the credit transfer, and specifically when it comes to the bachelor's or undergraduate students. Bridging 3 months and you're done, that is 1 semester. For certificate, 1 academic year, that is 2 semesters and you are done. For diploma, 2 academic years, that means 4 semesters and you are done. For bachelor's, you can do minimum of 4 academic years, that is 8 semesters. That is an ideal student. That is a student you want everybody to have that kind of a scenario. But you can also, because of some deferment here and there, you can take a maximum of 6 academic years or 12 semesters. Same case to masters, minimum 2 academic years or 4 semesters, maximum 3 academic years. For PhDs, minimum of 3 academic years or 6 years and a maximum of 6 academic years. Now, what happens if you reach your maximum, whatever I'm talking about maximum? Realize that your student ID will expire. So what will happen? You will visit the registrar's office, then you will be reanimated and will continue with the rest of the programs or the units you have not done until we graduate everybody. Now, I was talking about the deferment, and the student can defer a semester a student can defer an academic year, a student can defer an exam because of various reasons. Maybe you are unwell, maybe finance, maybe you have traveled. So many reasons can be. So a student who wishes to defer must do so within 1 month after the beginning of the semester. This is just for us as a school to know how to, how to handle maybe such cases. Now, what you realize is that any student who defers in more than one month after the start of the semester, you will be charged an administrative fee. So please make sure that if you are deferring, you defer on time and you defer through the school. Now, with that, I really want to welcome you once again to the Management University of Africa. We really want to serve you. We want to walk this journey with you. Don't, complain and all those things. We really want to support you. So make us support you by telling us the issue in a very formal way, and we'll be able to handle it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dean. And now is to welcome Model, but before that, just to add some small input to our new students. To keep track of all your academic journey, I'll encourage us, be accompanied with your course structure. If by now you've been admitted, you still don't have one, demand to get one through the registrars, the admitting office, so that you get your course structure and you really keep a clear track of how you are progressing with your units. So with that small input, I can invite Odell to come in, the Odell Directorate, so that we get their presentation.
Thank you, Evans, and good morning, everyone. Just to welcome all our students once again to the Management University of Africa. And I will be taking you through open distance and e-learning, which is one of our modes of study, in addition to the face-to-face or physical class attendance mode of study. We have a number of programs that are on offer under ODEL as enlisted there. We have undergraduate programs, there are 4. We have BBIT, which has been added, and then we have Masters in Business Administration, Masters in Development Studies, and Masters in Management and Leadership. All programs, as earlier mentioned by our Vice Chancellor and the Academic Dean, are accredited by the Commission for University Education. And move to the next slide, whoever is Florita. So we have, in addition to having all our programs accredited by the Commission for University Education, we have the minimum requirements that you must meet as a student for you to be able to be successful in your academic journey as you study through open distance and e-learning. We have the minimum technological requirements that you need. You'll need a laptop or a desktop with a webcam and a microphone. This will come in handy when you'll be sitting for your examinations and when you're doing your cuts and your work-based. So ensure that you have a machine that works and has a webcam and a microphone. Then you'll also need a smartphone or a tablet, and this is as a secondary device that you may need when you're away from your laptop or your desktop computer. Then you'll also have the computers that are recommended are the ones that have 4 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM and 256 GB storage, so that you can be able to store all your materials within the computer or the laptop. Then you also need updated OS and web browser and a stable internet. And the apps that you will need on your computer are Moodle, email, Office apps, PDF reader. You'll also need Zoom, Teams, and Google Meet. Ensure that you have installed all these technological requirements so that as you begin your studies today, you can be able to freely interact with us in a smooth way. Then you'll also need some basic digital skills. You need to know how to use your email. You need to know how to navigate the Moodle system or the LMS, which is our primary platform for our students to access our learning material, and also our primary platform which we use to interact with our students. You will need to know how to manage your files, basic ICT and file management, where you open a folder on your computer and you save your documents in line with the program that you're doing. For example, if it's BML, then if within that folder you label May-Aug 2026. Then within the folder you open small folders for each subject which you are doing. So that you're able to make reference to your documents easily. So those are the basic digital needs that you need. You'll also need time management and self-discipline. ODEL you are able to study away from campus. However, without time management and self-discipline, you'll find that you'll be left behind, or communication may be sent that is time-bound. And by the time you read that communication, time has lapsed and you may not be able to recover. So it's important to ensure that you manage your time well, ensure that you have self-discipline, keep checking your emails, keep communicating with the university so that you're not left out in important activities that you're supposed to do. We have a number of trainings that we are doing for all our students within the semester, and the trainings will come twice and will communicate effectively via email, as earlier mentioned in the presentation under the registrar's department. And the trainings will focus on the learning management system and the student portal, and how you will be able to navigate the two primary systems within the university. Then we'll also train you on our exam portal training, and this will be done towards the end of the semester when you'll be about to sit for your online exams. Then within the semester, we'll also have trainings on library and university resources, and also trainings on research. When the library and research will be making their presentations, they will give more details on the same, but all those trainings will be done for our ODEL students to ensure that your studies are smooth. Then we also have residential sessions for our students. And the main reason we are having residential sessions is to ensure that at the beginning of every semester, or at the beginning of every course, you are well oriented and introduced to the course. And then in between, we'll also have another orientation where you will be able to address the difficult areas with your faculty member. And then just before exam, we'll also have a session where you'll be able to revise for exams. So timetables for the same will be shared on a weekly basis. So ensure that you check your LMS, check your emails, so that you are able to plan your time in advance, and ensure that you avail yourself so that you can be able to interact with your faculty members from the beginning. So the next issue is on continuous assessment tests and work-based assignments. In our LMS, we have already uploaded the CATS and work-based, which you shall be doing within the semester, including quizzes and multiple choice questions. Currently, we are transitioning from these to having interactive assessments, which over time, in the next 4-5 weeks, you will find that the LMS platform has changed. So we'll have interactive assessments. So ensure that even in as much as you have done your CAT and your work-based and uploaded, in line with the timelines that will be shared with you, you continue checking the LMS so that if the lecturer gives you interactive assessments, which will count towards the marks that you will be awarded before exam, ensure that you have been able to do all those interactive assessments and you have given feedback in good time. Some of those assessments will be time-bound. Your lecturer can give you an assessment for 1 hour or an overnight assignment. So ensure that you constantly check your LMS to ensure that you do not miss out on any assignment. So the format of submitting the assignments is given. We'll also share the same on email. Then what we normally, on the order learning process, we normally have our lecturers uploading all material within the LMS before the students are onboarded in the new semester. And then students are required to pay fees. Normally it's 100%. However, if you're not able to pay 100%, the minimum fee payable for an ODEL student is 60% for you to be able to gain access to the LMS. Then once you have been able to access the LMS, then your attempt the CAT and work-based and interactive assessments, and you ensure that you submit them based on the timelines that have been shared with you. But in case you have any challenges, we encourage all students to get in touch with ODEL admin and ICT through the emails which we have shared there. We'll also share timely dates, so the same emails and mobile numbers will be shared. So we go to the next one. We have a number of documents which will support you in your journey, in your academic journey within the university. There is a course structure which the registrar's office had earlier mentioned. Ensure that you do not exchange with someone the course structure that you have been given during admission. Keep the one that you have been given by the registrar. If you have a question, speak to us in the university and we'll be able to guide you. We also have students' handbook and the university rules and regulations. We have the academic calendar, which shows all the dates in the university. We have ODEL timely dates, and we have ODEL students checklist, which helps to guide you on what is required of you within the semester. So ensure that you have all these reference documents, but in case you have additional questions or need clarification, you can still feel free to reach out to us so that we can clarify on the same. Yes, we can move. So you can reach us, ODEL office, since majority of our students are not going to be studying face-to-face, we'll not be able to meet physically. Our main mode of communication is through email. We'll also put some communication on the notice boards for those students who prefer to come to the university physically. And then we encourage that you keep in touch with the university from time to time. And our main email address is odeladmin@mua.ac.ke. We encourage you to reach out to us on that email at any time for any inquiries. We have mobile numbers which you can use to reach out to us. So we shall be sharing via email a comprehensive timely date which has all mobile numbers for ODEL staff and school with about 9 or 10 mobile numbers. So feel free to reach out to us on those numbers. Okay, so within the LMS, you'll find a number of documents or forms. We have the student request form if you intend to defer, to take academic leave, to change your program, maybe from BML to BDS or any other. If you intend to add a course or drop, we have those forms. If you intend to apply for credit transfer, and this is the time to apply for credit transfer, you'll find those documents within the LMS. We also have the special and supplementary booking form, supervisor allocation, and remarking application form. All those forms are available within the LMS, but if you are unable to navigate and access those documents, then we are available on our email address, odeladmin@mua.ac.ke, and we shall be able to support you. Thank you, and welcome once again to the Management University of Africa.
Thank you, the Director. And now welcome Finance Office, Mr. Amos Agui, our DFO, for presentation on finance matters.
Okay, I hope you can all hear me. So my name is Amos Agui from Finance, and welcome everyone. Those who are joining us for the very first time, or maybe those who are continuing, you're most welcome. So as a student, of course, you're expected to pay for the units that you've registered. So first of all, you ensure that you've registered the units, so that the units that you're doing over the semester, and ensure also you've checked your pro forma invoice or your fee statement to check how much you're supposed to pay. Before you pay, ensure you know or you found out how much you are supposed to pay. And also, you need to ensure as a student that you've been billed on all the units that you intend to study in a semester. If there are 5, if there are 6, if there are 7 or so. And also, please note that in the fee structures that you have is based on a minimum of 5 units. So if you are doing 6, the fee there will increase, it will be incremental as per the number of units you are adding. So on fee payment, in our fee structures, we have the banks that you can deposit your fees. That is Absa Bank, Equity Bank, and Cooperative Bank. We also have the pay bill numbers that you can also deposit. So ensure that you have all those so that when you are paying your fees, it is easier. Yeah, you can move the slide. So for those maybe who are sponsored by the CDFs and such, so you also forward the checks to us, or you can deposit in our Absa banks, in our Absa Bank. When you are depositing, you also need to forward to us if you deposit a check, maybe a sponsorship check or company check for that matter. Ensure you emailed us, and I'm going to share in a few the contacts for the various coordinators, program coordinators in finance. Ensure you check in case you are doing BML, who is it that you're going to be, checking on. So I've shared something on the charts, so maybe you can check which program you are studying. If it is BML, you can check who is in charge. In case of any billing, fee payments, get in touch with that person. So I've shared contacts for the various finance officers who are handling the various programs. So please ensure you check on the charts. Now, on the screen, you can see that we have some, if you are, ideally you are required to clear all the fees at the beginning of the semester, but the reality on the ground is sometimes may demand that you pay in installments. So first installment, especially for adult students, is 60%, and for every other student, of course, 60%, that is by end of today. That's what you need to do, or by end of unit registration period, you do that. Failure to which, of course, there is some penalty on the same, as you can see on the screen. The next one is 80%, that is 5th of second month. So you need to do that. Failure to do that, you can see on the screen, you will not be able or allowed to maybe upload cards and such. And so please know that. And the final payment of the remaining 20% to reach 100%, that will be 5th of the third month, not second as it is indicated there. It should be of the third month. The third month after the semester begins. And you can also see, in case you don't do that, then what is the consequence? They normally say choices have consequences. So please let's adhere to these deadlines so that we do not have any problem. So ensure, as I had mentioned this, what is on the screen, that you need to confirm billing, that you've been billed all the units. If you are doing 6, ensure the billing is for 6, because the fee statement will show all the units you are doing. And also, when you make a payment, it's not appearing in in your fee statement, get in touch with the contacts that I've shared in the chat, so that it can be updated quickly. So maybe you can go to the next slide. Okay. So here are the contacts also I shared in the chat, still on the screen. So you can see the various programs. So if you're handling, or if you're doing BML, that is the distance, the ODL BML, you get in touch with Laura Nyaloti on lnyaloti@mua.ac.ke. If you are doing BCom and BDS, get in touch with the agui@mua.ac.ke. If you are doing BML or PhD, CILT bridging, get in touch with Anthony Kangede on akangede@mua.ac.ke. You can go to the next. Masters, get in touch with Patricia on that email you can see on the screen. And if you are doing certificate and diploma, get in touch with Mwakaki2, you can see on the screen. And if you are doing a Bachelor of Education, get in touch with Isaac Morara in that email address you can see over there. Next is Okay, that is it, and welcome to the Management University of Africa. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Amos. And we are sorry the background noise could be because of clients. I know some of our students are already visiting us for services. So most importantly, let us take note of those support contacts, and we will really be supported if we reach the right contacts. Our services are as prompt as possible. So I think now I'll bring back examination department, and I'll request also library and ECDP to be on standby. They'll be completing for us the morning session before a short break. So examination, we can proceed.
I have just a question on finance before we proceed.
Is it you can hold on up to the QA session? If not, you can bring it on. If it is
okay, just a clarification about 60%. Is it 6% as per the budget of the semester or the entire school visit? Just for clarification for me to understand.
60% of the entire fee.
Of the semester, the whole semester fee?
Of the semester fee.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Let me bring in exam. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Bona MC. So in the examinations department, our main mandate is on, my name is Juliet, I presented earlier on behalf of the registrar. So I'm here, I'm back again talking about the examinations, and our key mandate is just to have examinations prepared, administered and invigilated, marked, and then the data processing and provisional of consolidated transcripts. And finally, the excitement is on the graduation and certificates. So that's our mandate as a department. We can move on to the next, please. Okay, so some of our processes, when we're talking about exam, there's always a process and administration. So different levels have different requirements for you to sit for a paper. So for the certificate and diploma, together with undergraduate, the coursework, you cover 30%, and the final exam is 70% to make 100. For the master's group is on 40-60, and for PhD, we have it at 50-50. So a tip here is that when we're having the tests done, we run on 85% of the course content across all the units. So as a student, you must adhere to 80% of class attendance. Another requirement is that you ensure you have your CATS and WBA marks reflecting on your portal before you do an exam. Failure to which you shall not sit for your exam, because that's a main requirement. Then we have the student must have your ID. Remember the ID I talked about? Yeah. Have an ID. Every semester we'll give you what we call an examination card, only to students who've paid 100% of the fee, and 2, they have met the minimum requirements of having the CATS and the WBA. WBA here means work-based assignment or assessment, okay? That is the requirement for you to get an examination card. So when you're coming for the exam, you must ensure that you're not 30 minutes late. That's the allowance that we give. And you can also leave the exam an hour after the exam has started. So some of the rules in the examination, we don't expect you to write your name. You remember I mentioned about your admission number. That number is what we identify you with. So we'll just need you to write your admission number on the booklets. There'll be a signing register or list before you leave the exam room, which you need to sign, so that it's proof that you've done the exam. So the duration, again, of each exam depends on the level. Some of the general rules that I'm going to give you here, there'll be no conversation making during the exam. You leave all the written materials in your bag. Your phones must be off. But don't worry so much about these regulations and requirements. It might feel like it's too much for today. We will have another training for you just before the exam. Yeah, a month to exam, we'll have another training for you. So no writing on your body or on your desk. You check the cover of any borrowed calculators and ensure that there's no writing on it related to any unit that you're taking. Impersonation is a crime. Colluding with your, it's okay, you can move on, thank you. So collusion, it may occur in various forms as indicated there. So ensure that you are at your best behavior and following the rules and regulations during the exam. Why we insist on this is because in case you violate any rule and regulation, then you'll have to face the disciplinary committee, which is usually not a good experience, but I believe you will all go through the system with no hitches at all. So we can carry on. So there are two modes of exams that we offer. We have physical exams, that is face-to-face, and we have the online exam. Okay, so for the online exam, we'll also give you a training just a few weeks before the exam so that you can practice and familiarize yourself with the portal. It's pretty familiar and easy to use, friendly to use, and you can navigate around it. So some of the requirements is that you need to have a passport photo. You remember the one I said you submit a good one? Yeah, that one. You'll share it with us, and then okay. Then you'll have candidates. You must have a laptop with a webcam and stable internet connectivity and a source of electricity or power. So we'll have what we call proctoring, which will be done in all our exams, where you need to do a face match. You'll need to do install a safe exam browser in your system, in your laptop before the start of the exam. Of importance to note here right now is you need to have a laptop that is not an organization's laptop. Or if you're having one from an organization, ensure that you inform them, maybe you're sitting for an exam, because of those firewalls that the ICT team or departments may put in their system. So our safe exam browser will actually lock out every other program that is running on that machine while you're doing your exam. So in case you do that, you don't notify them and they don't note that you're going to do your exam, then you can imagine the day of the exam, you open the safe exam browser, then it gives IT a signal that there's maybe some unwanted activity going on. So your laptop may crash or something. So we'll train you on that, as I've mentioned. We'll also give you trial exams or demo exams to familiarize yourself with the exam platform. We'll train also on the quantitative units and all that. So you have nothing to worry about at this stage. We are going to train those who are going to sit for online exams. Okay, we may proceed, please. We may proceed. Okay. So just like the physical exam, the online exam, you will not be allowed into the exam portal 30 minutes after the exam has started, because you need to keep time. You'll also not be allowed to log out before an hour. So those are just some of the rules. You cannot block your camera while you're doing your exam. This will be taken as a disciplinary matter, and your exams, you risk your exams being cancelled. So any written material you should not have with you there, and all the answers should be typed on the online platform. Mobile phones are also prohibited during this exam session. Okay, carry on. Let's move on to the next, please. Thank you. So the grading system that we have also depends with the level that you're taking. So for the certificate, diploma, and undergraduate, we have 40 being a fail, 40 and below being a fail, and our grade distinction is 70, which is an A. For masters, below 50, and PhD below 50, that is a fail, and A is at 70. So the research project will be graded just like any other unit. Practical units like practical, field practicum, industrial attachment, community service, those will be graded as either pass or a fail. Let's move on to the next. So the process of examination, once you have sat for your exam, then we do marking of your booklets, and then we process the data and we release results. Once we release results, and maybe you found that you have a B and you're not satisfied with that B, you feel maybe you should have gotten an A, then you apply for what we call remarking. There's a small fee of 3,000 which is attached to that exercise. So in this process, you will find that you apply for remarking for that particular unit. The 3,000 is per unit, after which now we get a different lecturer from the one who taught you and marked your work to mark the remark. And at this point, it's important to know that you can have a plus or a minus. Okay, so when you're doing remarking, there could be a plus or a minus. So under graduation and certificates, so once you finish and you fulfill all the requirements as per the guidelines given and per the course structure. Remember the course structure. That one is very, very important. So you don't get surprised at the end of the semester or at the end of your 4 years and you're told there are 2 units or there's 1 unit that you've not attempted. So the course structure will guide you. And now during graduation, we will have to check whether you have passed all the units. You cannot graduate with an F. So in case you have an F, you'll need to do what we call a supplementary exam. In case you miss a paper, you'll do what we call a special paper. And in the event that you fail a supplementary exam, then you'll do what we call a retake, meaning you start again, you do the exam, you go to class, you take the CATS and the WBA, and you do the final exam. So the classification of our degrees for certificate and diploma, we have distinction, upper credit and credit, and pass, which is the lowest. Then for undergraduate, we have the first class all the way to second class honors, lower division. So for the master's and the PhD, usually those programs are not classified. And once we finish the graduation, we have we give time for the preparation of certificates, but this has since changed. We used to give 2 months, but now we have changed that. We are improving to maybe a month after graduation, we're able to give you the certificates. So we can move on to the next. Okay. So our references, we usually have the student handbook, which I mentioned earlier, and our guidelines are in those pages as indicated there. Please look at them, take notes, and I wish you all the best in your studies and have a good day. So at this point, I'd like to take back the mic to the MC. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Juliet. I know the most interesting part of the studies is graduating. and that's why I can see so much accolades. Thank you very much for the detailed presentation that you've given. So as I gave the order, we can have a library giving their presentation. Then we complete the morning session with the CDP.
Thank you. Thank you, the MC. And good morning, everyone. And welcome to MUA. Briefly, let me talk to you about the library. The library is one facility that you will require in the course of your studies at MUA. What you get in class from your lecturer is about 25% of what is required of you. It is about expanding your horizons. And for that reason, you are welcome to make use of this facility, the library. You can go to the next slide. In the MUA library, we have got two libraries, one at the main campus. Let's go to the next slide. One at the main campus and one in South Sea. If you are an ODL student, you will access these libraries through off-campus access. Previously, we have been using a system called the Mutex. We've changed that to MyLoft. MyLoft means my library on my fingertips. That means that the e-content, the rich e-content that the university has put in place for you will be available on your cell phone anywhere, anytime. If you are an ODL student also and you live somewhere around the physical libraries, you are also welcome to make use of them. But if you are far off, you can use the off-campus access facility called MyLoft, which we will definitely be training you about. We are fully automated, and we offer a wide range of books. We have physical books and e-journals. And those of us who want to read about our history, about the history makers, the readers, the politicians in Kenya, we have a rich Kenyana and Africana collection, which is physical at the main campus and South Sea. So you are welcome to also borrow that. We are a member of the consortium, and through the consortium, that is Kenya Libraries and Information Service Consortium, where every learning institution and university in this republic and the research institutions are members. And through that, we have a very huge e-content. We access over 1.5 million ebooks. In addition, the university has allowed 12,000 print books. This collection of print is very current. We have even 2026 publications, and we have a program where we upgrade our print resources on semester basis. So if you have a book that you'd want us to acquire for you, we will be training you on how to reach us for us to get that to you. Go back to that slide again before you come to the last one. Yes, the content that we are having is very much up to date and appropriate for purpose. And the content that we are having is what is available to every university in the world. So whether it's the first world, the third world, the developing country, we are accessing the same content. So feel at home at MUA, and the library will be there for you. The librarians will be there for you, and will give you a guarantee of 24 hours in case you make a request. We have a repository, a digital repository, where we also deposit your research, past examination papers, and these ones will be readily available to you. You type repository.mua.ac.ke, even now you'll be able to access that. Our opening hours, we operate, go to the next slide, we operate between Monday to Friday, we are open from 8 to 7 p.m. On Saturdays, for those of you who are on the evening or weekend mode, we are open from 9 to 5. And on Sundays, especially during examinations, we also take care of you by opening the physical library from 2 to 5. But in other days, during examination period, we are open as early as 6:30 or even 6 in the morning for you to make use of the facility. During public holidays, we are closed. For more information, you can reach us on library@mua.ac or library staff at mua.ac. There is always someone on standby to respond to your issue.
28 and nimefika 500 niko orientation.
Sorry, we always have someone on standby to ensure that you get what you want. One thing I want to tell you to take home is that you do not buy any learning material when you are at. We have everything that you need. In case there is a resource that you seriously need that is not available, we will give you a suitable alternative. So once again, welcome to the Management University of Africa. We are here for you, and we'll make sure that your academic journey is exciting and worth the fee that you'll be paying. Thank you and welcome again. Back to you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Mr. Francis Macharia, the librarian, for the very nice presentation. You always remind us that if you want to hide something from a person, you put it in a book. Yeah, so even you have a treasure to hide, put it in a book, and they say an African will not find it. So let us not be that African. Let us love books. It is where the knowledge is. Yeah, so thank you very much. And now to complete the morning session, we have ECDP, a very important department in our university so that we understand what good do they have for us, especially in the corporate and business and professional life. So let me bring in Mr. Johnson for this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, MC. Mr. Makasanda, for leading us very well. And I'm back again. I'll introduce myself. My name is Johnson Kenda. Working at this department, we call it Executive Capacity Development Programs. And I think I'm going to present something slightly different from what you've been consuming since morning. In this department, what we do is we offer short courses. And the reason we do this is to build capacity and enhance our skills in different places of work, engagement, or even in your own organization or business. And so these courses are also meant to improve ourselves, even in terms of a career progression. You realize that you may have you've joined us maybe as an undergraduate and you're going to be here for 3-4 years. But when you take some of these short courses, you can actually use them for your own promotion within a short time. And so the courses, we've designed them in 2 ways. One, there's what we call open programs. Open programs are courses that we've already developed and put in a calendar that's running from January to December. And these courses, then when we offer them, we have participants from different organizations joining the courses, and then they are trained together, which then gives them an opportunity to not only learn, but you also get an opportunity to network and learn from your friends and also make new friends and new acquaintances. Then we have what we call customized courses. Customized courses are courses that they are client-driven. A client will come, or any other person will come to us and request us to design a specific training for their team or even for themselves. And then we'll be able to design that particular training and offer it to you at an agreed price and agreed mode of delivery. All the courses are offered in 3 ways. One, we have what we call in-person. Like most open programs are offered in person, where people have to attend physically in different venues or locations, either in Mombasa, Nakuru, Naivasha. Then we have a virtual. Virtual is where we are using a platform like the one we are using now. There are some courses that we've offered in the evenings, like supervisory skills, management and leadership, monitoring and evaluation. These are some of the courses that we offer, and we've designed them such that you can actually register for them and do it in the evening after work. or very early in the morning. We've also had occasions where we've done the trainings very early in the morning. We're also working on uploading the same courses on a self-paced model, and this will mean that we'll take the model of open and distance learning, and that means you'll just be able to log into a portal once you paid the fee, and you can actually go through topic by topic, watch videos, responding to the quizzes and all that, and by the end of the period, then you'll be able to generate a certificate. So this is a good opportunity for you to not only leave the university with the academic certificate that you've joined us for, but you can actually get 1 or 2 additional certificates by the time you finish your course here. And so I invite you to take advantage of that and just be able to register on the courses that we offer. In case somebody is wondering, why should I train with you and not any other consulting firm? One, we are NITA accredited, and that means that the courses that we offer are approved by the government. It also means that if you train with us, especially the customized courses for your organization, then you can actually claim a refund for the fees that you spent to train your team with us. The courses that we offer are very relevant, market-driven courses that address the current needs of the organizations today. And as you are going to experience with our lecturers, we have a good pool of trainers from within and also from out there whom we collaborate with to offer these courses. And so you are going to get value for your money. We also provide what we call post-training engagement, whereby we are able to follow up with the people that we've trained to ensure that they are able to implement the things that they have learned. And wherever they're having challenges, then we continue to support them to ensure that they achieve the goal that they had when they registered for the course. You can also get CPD points, and we're also working towards ensuring that you as a student, you can also get some discounts when you register to train with us as you study. Now, there are 3 ways that you can support us. One is joining as a participant in the training in one of the courses. That will be a way that you support the department. Another way is you can refer your friends, your relatives, your colleagues to join some of the courses that we offer. And actually for that one, you'll even be able to pay what we call a referral fee or finder's fee. So if you refer a friend or your organization, please let us know you are the one who referred maybe the HR in that organization to talk to us. And whatever business you are going to generate from there, then you'll be eligible to get a certain percentage out of it. And the last one, you can also join, if you're an expert in a particular field, you can come, we collaborate in developing some of the courses, especially in the contemporary and emerging areas, for instance, in the AI and climate change, and offer those courses, and you can participate in facilitating the course. So these are opportunities that you can actually, now we are not talking about you bringing money to the university in terms of you paying fees, but we are talking about opportunities that you can actually generate money from within and either help yourself in terms of paying fees or just get an extra income even as you study. And so we look forward to a great time of partnering with you as we do all these things. We offer the courses, which I can tell you they are very interactive, and we've customized them to fit, especially when it comes to adult learning engagement. So we wish you all the best, and we look forward to a great time of engagement. And you can reach us here in South Sea. Also do an email to us at ecdp@mun.ac.ke, and we'll be able to respond to you and continue to engage further. We wish you all the best as you study and as we collaborate in all these other aspects. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Johnson, for the detailed presentation about what the department has to offer. I believe that we have their corporate people in corporates and the business and professional world who stand a good chance to benefit the programs that are there. Also, just to add a small input is that all the programs on offer, we usually ensure that through the registrar's office, the programs reach students so that they can consider taking part, registering, and getting as clients. So there is something for everyone. And at this juncture, I can see it is 11:32. We were to break briefly. It's good for another to take, even if it is a short time of water break, that will do good, so that it also boosts our concentration for the final short session, which will be just short. We have a few departments to go. But before we proceed, I'll just request the host if you can stop sharing so that people take here a group photo. If you can stop sharing. You can just stop presenting so that we take some nice screen grab. So at this juncture, we can just put our videos on, only video. Let us try, everybody, to show us that we are attending this. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm liking it. So I'll also
although I'm attending in my work gear, so I'm sorry for that.
We wanted to see we are in the professional work together. So Let me see people. So we can take screenshot with our machines. Maybe this will be the only evidence that can be left out there that I was a student. Wonderful. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Tiberius, Dr. Dustawadin. All right. Okay. More people. All right. Yeah, that is wonderful. As we are still putting our videos on, so I feel like we need to take that break. I'm waiting for more videos. Okay, that's doable for those of us who have managed. So we will be breaking for just 10 minutes. Please don't leave the platform if it is okay with you. You can still put your videos on. Don't leave the platform, just remain in the platform. You can just walk, take a water break. If you are in Nairobi, a place called like where I am, take hot water, a glass of hot water, so that we resume at 11:45. We resume at 11:45.
All right, 11:45.
When the UK.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
The Management University of Africa is where leaders are made. With cutting-edge programs, personalized mentorship, and state-of-the-art facilities, we prepare you for success. Transform your future with our intake. We offer certificate courses, diploma, undergraduate, master's, or PhD, and professional courses. Enroll today.
Welcome to the Management University of Africa, where we train individuals to be great leaders in Africa and beyond.
Management University of Africa, enabling futures, impacting progress.
SDGs recognize the right of all countries to industrialize, the right of all countries to get proper education the way we have. It and to use that education to advance their economic and social development.
Diversity concerns the presence of differences between people, but the mere existence of diversity is incomplete without inclusion. Inclusion requires all people to be given equitable opportunities to participate and also to contribute in the organization's agenda.
The journey of successful adoption of artificial intelligence is filled with both opportunities and challenges. Overcoming these challenges between industry and academia requires dialogue platforms.
Your insights have demonstrated that transformational leadership, innovative solutions, sustainable development practices, and ethical use of artificial intelligence are not mutually exclusive. They must work in synergy if we are to solve the grand challenges of our time.
Are you hungry to unlock your leadership potential? Do you dream of making a lasting impact on your career? Look no further than the Management University of Africa. At Management University of Africa, we strive to ensure that all our graduates become job creators through empowering them with an entrepreneurial mindset. Whether you are a seasoned professional looking to advance in your career or a recent graduate eager to embark on your leadership journey, we've got you covered. We have a comprehensive range of undergraduate and postgraduate programs tailored for anyone aspiring to excel in management and leadership. What sets us apart? Our innovative approach to teaching. We foster an environment that combines theory with hands-on experience, allowing our students to put their newfound knowledge into practice in real-world scenarios. This practical application helps our students develop the crucial skills needed to navigate the challenges of today's fast-paced business landscape. And the best part is, you can access our programs from anywhere thanks to our flexible online and distance learning options. This means you can learn at your own pace while maintaining the quality of education. Visit our website today to explore our extensive range of programs. Remember, the future belongs to those who dare to lead. Are you hungry to unlock your leadership potential? Do you dream of making a lasting impact on your career? Look no further than the Management University of Africa. At Management University of Africa, we strive to ensure that all our graduates become job creators through empowering them with an entrepreneurial mindset. Whether you are a seasoned professional looking to advance in your career or a recent graduate eager to embark on your leadership journey, we've got you covered. We have a comprehensive range of undergraduate and postgraduate programs tailored for anyone aspiring to excel in management and leadership. What sets us apart? Our innovative approach to teaching. We foster an environment that combines theory with hands-on experience, allowing our students to put their newfound knowledge into practice in real-world scenarios. This practical application helps our students develop the crucial skills needed to navigate the challenges of today's fast-paced business landscape. And the best part is, you can access our programs from anywhere thanks to our flexible online and distance learning options. This means you can learn at your own pace while maintaining the quality of education. Visit our website today to explore our extensive range of programs. Remember, the future belongs to those who dare to lead.
Welcome to our university. The main campus is based in Kisaju, Kajiado, and we have another branch in South Sea.
We usually say that we are the first point of interaction and also the last point as the students complete their studies and even beyond, long after they have completed their studies.
Welcome to the Management University of Africa, where we train individuals to be great leaders in Africa and beyond.
Hi, Toons. How are you doing? I'm good. Welcome to Management University of Africa.
Hi, my name is Noelin. This is the ICT office, where we basically deal with the ICT systems and also provide the systems to the students and staff there so that they are able to access.
My name is Daniel Maina Komo. I'm the Registrar, Academic and Student Affairs. The work mainly involves the admission of students. We also keep the students' records. And generally, we follow the student until the time of graduation.
My name is Dr. Nyaga Justa. My role at the Management University of Africa, I'm the Dean in the School of Management and Leadership, as well as overseeing other schools.
Welcome, my people. This is Josh Shirshir. I'm the President, Management University of Africa Student Association. Management University of Africa started in the year of 2011, and it was chartered earlier this year. It offers courses, variety courses as from certificate, that is undergraduate, master's, and doctorate.
Officially, the university was given the letter of interim authority on September 2011, and then the following year in 2012, the university opened its doors to the first cohort of students.
Physical environment are mainly what is surrounded. What are the physical? Remember when I gave the examples of buildings?
The charter has breathed a fresh breath of life into the university. One of the things that the charter brings to us is autonomy. It's very, very important that we are now autonomous in terms of the law, in terms of what we do. We are autonomous and we are also independent. And His Excellency, the President, Dr. William Samuel Ruto, handed over the charter to Dr. Dundo at exactly 1:45 p.m.
Hello, welcome to the Management University of Africa, where we enable future and impact progress.
Welcome to our university. The main campus is based in Kisaju, Kajiado, and we have another branch in South Sea.
We usually say that we are the first point of interaction and also the last point as the students complete their studies and even beyond, long after they have completed their studies.
Welcome to the Management University of Africa,
where we train individuals to be great leaders in Africa
and beyond.
Hi, Toons. I'm good. Welcome to Management University of Africa.
Hi, my name is Noelin. This is the ICT office, where we basically deal with the ICT systems and also provide the systems to the students and staff there so that they are able to access.
My name is Daniel Maina Komo. I'm the Registrar, Academic and Student Affairs. The work mainly involves the admission of students. We also keep the students' records. And generally, we follow the student until the time of graduation.
My name is Dr. Nyaga Justa. My role at the Management University of Africa, I'm the Dean in the School of Management and Leadership, as well as overseeing other schools.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that
Welcome, people. This is Josh Shirshir. I'm the President, Management
I can
University
just invite us back. Let us be back and so that we proceed. If you have friends who left, we can be joining back. We were 244, 250. I believe it has been a nice break that will really boost our attention for the next session. It was a really packed morning session. That's why we felt the break will help us also boost our attention. Of course, starting with the registrar, who really took us through the presentation on the student affairs, academic affairs, and the university culture, basing a lot more of his presentation on the student handbook, which is like the constitution of us as students. We had student welfare matters from the Dean of Students, academic matters from the academic dean. There was also a presentation on ODEL by the ODEL director. We had from finance, examination, library, and lastly, ECDP. So in this next session, we'll be having a few departments presenting, and we'll also have just a session to interact and answer to the questions that may be remaining that didn't get a place in the chat, and also those that were not responded to. However, I urge all of us, if there are still pending questions in the chat, let us keep on posting so that we really save on time when it comes to the Q&A session. So I'll request the presentation of the next session to be done by the Development Fund. So maybe we can have the registrar's office doing the sharing the presentation. I don't know, Gladys, are you in already from the Development Fund office?
Yes, MC, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we are hearing you. You can proceed and start your presentation as it is being shared.
Okay, thank you very much, and good morning, everybody. I will like to join my colleagues who spoke before me to welcome you to the Management University of Africa, and you've made the right choice to be here to this institution. So I also join them to welcome you. So about Development Fund Office Department, it's also one of the many departments in the university. And the goal of this department is to mobilize resources to support infrastructural development of the university, build the endowment fund, as well as collaborate with the other departments for research and monetary gain. So that is generally the goal of this particular department in the university. How this department is structured, we have the Development Fund, as the name suggests. This is one area where we look for funds for infrastructural development. We also mobilize resources to develop our endowment fund as well as the scholarship fund. This department offers different types of scholarship. We have full scholarship, we have partial scholarship, and we have work study scholarship. For now, we give partial scholarship and work studies scholarship, and we collaborate with other partners to make this possible. So maybe somebody might ask, how do I know if I qualify for this scholarship or not? We have our target beneficiaries that we target. One, for you to be able to apply for this scholarship, you must be a student enrolled in our university, either an undergraduate student or postgraduate students, maybe in master's or PhD or bachelor's. You might also qualify for this if you are an individual from a low income household or from a vulnerable background. You must show the evidence of how needy you are. You must also be a bright student, because we usually say that we assist needy but very bright students. So you must demonstrate your good performance and strong character, because discipline is key in our university. So other people that we target are final year students at risk of dropping due to lack of fees. And on this one, you must also show how you've been doing academically throughout before this final year. So you must demonstrate good character, and you must also demonstrate good performance. How do Management University of Africa mobilize these resources? We mobilize our resources through our alumni. So I believe here in this forum, we have some alumni who went through this university, and maybe you are advancing to another level. You are already our alumni. So we request you to join the Alumni Association so that we can make this possible. Alumni Association do give annual givings. We do campaigns, and we do endowments. So this is where we get our resources to sponsor these students. We also rely on corporate sponsorship. We have our partners and our friends who, through CSR partnership, we give who can also give sponsorship to our students. We also collaborate with foundations, with non-governmental organizations, and we also do fundraising events. We have our charity dinners and charity walks. So this is how we get the resources to sponsor our students. So how do new students like you come in to support this particular department? You can come in to give your personal contribution to assist needy students in our university. You can also assist us by introducing us to your networks, to your office. If there is an organization that you know that supports needy students, that there are investors that you know that can help us in infrastructural development, we are open to those particular partnerships, and we are open to discussion. Whenever we also have our events, charity events, maybe dinners or charity walks, we usually communicate to our students, so you can participate in those particular events. You can also assist us by inviting other participants who can pay a fee and participate in our events, and most importantly, be present in our events. So we are open to discussion in all these areas. Maybe you are a student who is needy, who wants to apply for this particular sponsorship. You're also a student who wants us to have a discussion with your contacts. So we are open. You can always write to us at saveadream@mua.ac.ke. We are also available in both campuses, Kisaju and South Sea. So we are ready to discuss this and assist our fellow students who come to this university, but they are needy. So that is all from Development Fund for today, but we can always discuss further. Something else is that the department has some anywhere branded merchandise, maybe umbrellas, caps, mugs. We also sell, and whatever we get from there goes towards the sponsorship of students. So we also welcome you to buy the branded items from the department, and it will go a long way by helping our needy students. So thank you so much. Welcome to the Management University of Africa. We will talk much. Thank you, MC.
Thank you very much, Gladys, for the presentation. Maybe also as well you can consider typing in the chat the email contact for the department. You know, there are students who at some level of their study, they would have some need or another, or they can be interested in resource mobilization or supporting. So you can consider putting in the chat the email contact for the department for that, reaching out to you. That even as we invite research. Thank you very much for the presentation. So maybe we can have research coming in with their presentation.
Thank you, MC, and good morning again. My name is Dr. Angeline from Management University. I don't know whether I'm able to share my slide, or the Florita can help us share. Keegan, I think you're the one sharing. If not, Florita, are you able to? Okay. I'm not able to see the slides, but I can go on for now. So the Directorate of Research, Development and Innovation has only one task, and the task is to enhance the reputation of MUA as a global research institution in Africa, and that is our mandate. And how do we do so? We do so by one, ensuring that we conduct researches, multidisciplinary researches, together with our stakeholders, both in the academia and industry. And two, to ensure that we are able to publish our publications, research publications, and we do this in the following ways. I can see that now the slide is on. So that is the University of Management and Leadership, providing intelligence, research solutions, and leaders for African competitive transformation. So we can go on, Florita. I can see they are now moving. So that is our mandate, and our mandate is one, to do research, and we do research together with our stakeholders, both in industry and also academia. And to do that, we determine the priority areas of research. Currently, we have grouped the research areas on the specialization of the different subjects that you'll be taking at the university. So we have information science, information technology, entrepreneurship. We have also development studies. We have added others which are contemporary, that is climate change, green economy, AI. Those are some of the areas that we are concentrating on currently. So other areas that we get into is one, we can go to the next slide, Florita, is to ensure that research is coming up with publications. And the publications we have of two areas. One is publications by your lecturers, faculty. Now, when you go to the library, they have a repository of all the researches that have been done by the staff of MUA. So when you want to write or you are looking at subject matter, in any of the areas that I have mentioned, you can look at that repository and you can be able to get insight in what you're looking at. That is one. Two, we also look at journal publications, and here is collaborations between the student and their supervisor. So we do this through the university journal, which is known as the International Journal of Management and Leadership Studies. Currently, we are on volume 6, issue 2, which will run until the end of this year. So if you have a publication you would want to publish with us, it's only 10,000 shillings, and a call will be out during the semester. How do we ensure that you get this communication? A memo is prepared by the registrar's office. It is then sent to you through the different schools. So when you see that communication, just write back to us and tell us you have a publication, and we'll get that published immediately. Two is the how we ensure that MUA becomes a global research institution is through reskilling and retooling. And reskilling is through research symposiums. They're held every semester. As you go along, you'll be able to see our training calendar. This targets all of us at different levels, from certificate, diploma, undergraduate and postgraduate students. Where the reasons these are done is to ensure that the part of what you have learned and you would want to, it's a forum where you can ask questions. It is interactive. It is where you have issues when you're writing your thesis. You're able to then bring back that feedback to us, and we are able to guide you through in an interactive way to be able to ensure that you can complete your project on time. We also have research supervision trainings, and these trainings are geared to your supervisors, where we reskill them and retool them into the new ways of research supervision to ensure that your journey is one where you are being mentored to being better at writing research projects. A new child on the block is grant proposal writing, resource mobilization and grant proposal writing. This is done in partnership with students, faculty, and also our partners. I don't know whether you are aware, if you're a continuing student, you saw our posters where we were doing this training in Naivasha together with our partners Net Fund. We want to continue doing that in the future. So if you're interested in research, resource mobilization, in how to write successful fundable proposals, join us when the call is made so that we are able to work together in this journey of bringing external funding to your organization, but also to the university. We also hold joint international conferences. We hold them biannually. This year, our international conference will be on the 15th and the 16th of October. We are welcoming you. If you wish to attend as a paper presenter, the charges are there. The posters are out. Look out for those posters. They'll be in our website. They'll be in the communication that will come to you through the registrar's office and through the schools. We'll also put them in our social media platforms just to enable us to prepare in advance to have abstracts received and our paper submissions received. But if you wish to attend as just an attendee, the charges are reasonable. It's Kenya shillings 1,500, and you'll be able to come and network with others, because this is not a forum for MUA students only. We invite other universities to join us. We invite our partners from Japan to attend, and all the other universities. You'll be able to hear what is happening around the world and engage with also the paper presenters. Then we have the Innovation Week. This is held every semester. And this is an opportunity to, one, present your innovative idea, two, get an opportunity to hear and listen to experts in innovation ecosystem who speak to us on how to design the idea, how to ensure that it's finally commercialized and that you can be able to earn some income for yourself through your own innovative idea. Maybe could go to the next one, Florita. Now, there is something else that is not on that slide, and this is that we have book publications. Several books have been written by the faculty of MUA. The first book was written in 2022. This is the Global Perspective in Management and Leadership. We also have Entrepreneurial Leadership, Educational Leadership. The last book that was written last year was the Leadership and Culture book. All these books are available on the Buku online platform. One of the things the library said is that we have various platforms, and one of the platforms is this Buku platform. You can, once you have been registered by the library as a user, you will then be able to see these MUA books, interact with them, give us feedback on what you're reading, tell us the quality of the works that you are seeing. We are encouraging you to engage with them, tell us what you're learning, even from the books that we are writing. This year, we are writing a new book. It's on integrated enterprises. The book will be launched during the graduation of this year. And what happens is that the faculty write, and the purpose of the directorate is to edit, to design it, to format it, to print it and distribute it. And in talking about distribution, these books are available to us or as physical copies. So if you have want a copy of these books, write to us, tell us that you wish to get several copies or one of the copies, we'll get them available for you. And now, in terms of the training calendar, I just want to let us know what we have for you so that you can start preparing yourself. On the 11th of June, 2026, we'll have the first research design and methodology training. This is open to all students, and this will be an opportunity to learn on how to do the research design of your proposal and the various methodologies you can use. You don't always have to do a descriptive research. You can go beyond that and collect data, both quantitative and qualitative data. We also are thinking of having data privacy and protection seminar. This will be on the 25th of June, 2026. Look out for these notices, these memos that will come through the registrar's office. Thank you very much, and back to you, MC.
Thank you very much for the research presentation. Now we can bring in ICT, Mr. Jefferson Maingi.
Yes, thank you, MC. My name is Jefferson Maingi. I work at the ICT department, and I want to welcome all the students. Feel very much welcome to the Management University of Africa. We are here to support you. We are here to make sure that you succeed in your journey and your studies. So basically, the ICT is focused on just the infrastructure for the deployment of the various knowledge that you'll be accessing through our servers or through our portals. And basically, that's what we focus on to ensure that the IT infrastructure is working for you, as well as for all the faculty who are delivering this content to you. So we will assist the faculty and all the departments to ensure that they are able to provide you the information that you need, and also for you to be able to access it from wherever you are. So to ensure that continuity, we keep on improving our services. So just know that even as we speak, we are also upgrading various infrastructure. We are also moving on to use a new ERP system, and there will be some trainings that will be coming up. So ensure when we send out communication for you to attend a training, make sure you attend those trainings. So basically, ensure you have an email address that is you can talk to ICT. I'll provide an email for ICT where you can a request for email if you do not have that. But even if you do have your own personal email and you want us to add you to a mailing list, you can also provide that and you'll be added to the mailing list. So ensure you understand the processes that are required for your program and the mailing list that you're supposed to be added to. Ensure you have been added so that you don't miss out on any communication. As it had been mentioned by my colleagues, all communication needs to be written, so you need to also communicate through email, and also make sure you read all the communication that has been sent out to you. Of course, there is biometric registrations for those who are coming to the university physically. I think this will also be done, and you'll be able to be registered and get your identity as you are being given access to the university. And then there is the student portal, which we are going to show you how you access the student portal. There is a link in our website, and of course they will also provide the links through communication. So at the student portal, you can get information about your units, the financial status, or you can also get the grades from your after you have done your exams. You'll be able to get this. There is also the transcripts. You'll be able to see the schedules and the course management as well. That is for all the units that you are doing. I want to talk about also the computer labs. The next slide. Florita. We have computer labs in the main campus as well as the South Sea campus. So all these labs are provided for those students who come physically to the campuses to be able to learn. So all we advise is that when you are using the labs, use it in a manner that you don't destroy what is there, or ensure the computers are left in a good state so that the next person who is coming can be able to use them. What we want to encourage you is that make use of all the resources that are available for you. I think the library team talked about a lot of online research that we have within our library. So we also have that within the library, as well as you can access through the online sessions. So the lab is always open between 8 to 5 a.m. on the working hours. But however, in any case you want to access it outside the working hours, you need to communicate to us so that we can make that available to you. So we encourage you to read your emails, attend all the regular online classes. If you have scheduled online classes by your lecturers, kindly ensure you attend so that you are able to follow through on what they are teaching you. And what I want to insist is that ensure you attend the trainings that are scheduled by the department, because this is where you can learn about our programs, as well as learn about our softwares that we are using to deliver the content to you. The other thing I want to talk about is security, and mostly what you need to know is that all the entry is through the main gate. And just like I mentioned earlier, there is the biometric or the student ID that needs to be given. You need to be given by the admissions department. Once you register and you have become our student, you should have an ID. So you make sure you plan to collect your ID. And you will be required, especially if you are coming physically, to be searched. So I think this needs to be clear. Let's cooperate with our security team when they want to see what you have, maybe as you are going in or when you are going out or through your vehicle. It's just for the purpose of ensuring that our premises are secure and we are living together as a community. So it's also key to security, because we don't want just to allow anyone to come in and we don't know where they are going. So it's also key for the security team to know who are you, where are you going. Those things are important for ensuring security. And then in terms of registering the vehicles that are coming into the university, I think that is normal, and we just ask that you cooperate with the security personnel who will be at our gates. The other thing is maybe the next slide about the hazards or the machinery or anything that you may be using. I think I mentioned earlier that we just be careful when we are using various items, whether it's computers, whether it's some tools that you've been given, whether it's projectors. Let's ensure that we use them the way they are supposed to be used, so that we do not have to replace them before their end of life. So the other thing is on exits. When you are exiting the university, ensure you use the right channels. So that, as we said, the entry is of course the main gate. So we don't expect anyone to be jumping off the fence or other issues like that. So it's just to ensure that we have a safe and a learning environment that is conducive, and everyone feels that they are secure whenever they are within our premises. So the other thing next slide I will want to insist on is to ensure you keep your items in a place where you know where they are, or you leave them either at the reception or at somewhere where you leave it with someone, because sometimes people might lose their items if you come physically here and then you don't keep your items safely. You might lose them, and then that might become a problem. So what we want to encourage you is ensure you have your personal possessions with you, or you keep them where you know you can access them, or you leave them with someone at the office to keep for you. And any loss or any damage of anything or any unusual thing that you might see within the premises, if you are here, and you need to report it immediately so that we can be able to address any issues, and we can make sure you have a good time when you are within the university. So I want to welcome you to the university. I want to say you made the right choice to come to the Management University of Africa. We are here to support you, and we are here to ensure that you get all that you need. So any issues that you may be having, or any access to the platforms, and you realize that you're not able to maybe log into your student portal, you can email us at ICT. I'm typing that at the chat just now. ICT.mua.sc.ke. It's in your chat right now. You can send us an email, or you can call the reception and ask to be connected to the ICT department, and we will be able to address any of your issues. And I wish you the very best as you continue with your studies. Thank you, and back to the chair.
Thank you very much for the presentation from ICT and security. We really don't take it for granted, the support you give our students in terms of facilitating their learning, especially in your DEL. So thank you very much. And the next is quality assurance.
Okay, thank you everyone. Good afternoon. Faith, I'll be presenting on behalf of quality assurance. First, at the quality assurance, we have several strategic goals. First is to be a link between MUA and other stakeholders like Commission for University Education, the one that regulates universities. We have Ministry of Education, and other organizations like KEBS. We also ensure academic excellence through evaluations and audits. As you continue to do your studies, you'll do several surveys just to evaluate the services and teaching to ensure academic excellence. We also conduct audits of departments, files, and everything to ensure that we align to what the regulator wants. We also ensure continuous improvement and student satisfaction. The surveys that we do mostly include, next please. Include student orientation. This is done every semester. Yeah. That student orientation is done every semester. Like for this one, we are going to conduct a student orientation survey, and we expect that you'll provide us with feedback so that we can improve future orientation. We also do teaching effectiveness evaluation to evaluate the teaching standards. We also do ODEL satisfaction survey. We do customer satisfaction survey, administrative services survey, all these to assess the student satisfaction levels. When we roll these surveys, please provide us with feedback so that we can improve the services. Part of accreditation, as is MUA, we are accredited and recognized by the Commission for University Education. As earlier stated, we are also chartered. We were chartered in 2024, as you had previously during the break, the video on the break, and we were given a charter by His Excellency, the President. Then all the programs we are currently offering have all been approved by CUE and they are recognized. Another thing to mention is that currently we are working towards ISO 9001 2015 certification, and we have made a lot of progress towards it, and we are expecting to get this certification by end of the year. That is all from us. In case you have any suggestion or inquiry, you can always reach us at qa@mua.ac.ke. Otherwise, enjoy your stay at MUA, and I wish you all the best. You're all welcome.
Thank you, Faith, for the presentation. On behalf of Quality Assurance Department, a department that ensuring that the teaching that we offer, the services we offer, are actually of standard and of quality. So the slide shows that we go to administration. So maybe I'll bring in administration, the final department that is doing the presentation.
So good afternoon. My name is Edna Moriasi. Presenting on behalf on administration, and our mandate as the administration department is to ensure that all university operations run professionally and smoothly, and we also ensure that we maintain high standards of cleanliness so as to have a conducive environment for work and study. And we also ensure that all rooms in the university, both the lecture rooms, the washrooms, the offices, are in good condition for learning and working. So, and also our other mandate is to ensure that all university assets are well maintained. And on drinking water, we provide safe drinking water, and we urge all students at our both campuses, South Sea and Kisaju campuses, to get their drinking water from the dispensers which have been placed at the reception, or at our cafeterias also. We have jugs in the cafeteria, so please ensure you get drinking water from those points. And our water provided is safe for drinking. So let us not drink any tap water, but the ones provided at the cafeteria and the receptions in both campuses are safe for drinking. And the university also provides transport. We have 3 university vehicles, 2 buses, which one is a 51-seater bus, and another one a 33-seater bus, and a 14-seater van. So we provide transport for students for official functions. And kindly scroll. And also, we ensure that all our washrooms in the university in both campuses are cleaned hourly and thoroughly. And we usually provide tissue papers. And we encourage students, as you use these washrooms, kindly ensure that you leave them better place than you found them. And please don't carry the tissues at home, and also ensure that you make use of the proper tissues properly. There are some who just roll them and throw them in the dustbins. And yes, next slide. And for our campuses, both South Sea and Kisaju, there are cafeterias, and these cafeterias they are outsourced, but we ensure that the cafeterias on both campuses provide a well-balanced diet for our students, and we also ensure that the prices are very affordable for our students. And for operating hours of these cafeterias, we ensure that these cafeterias operate from very early morning as early as even 6:30 to late in the evening. This ensures that our students, our evening students who come for classes, are catered for. And thank you. Welcome to the Management University of Africa. And as you come, you'll find a safe working environment and also a learning environment. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Edna, the Deputy Director Administration and HR Development, for the presentation. Indeed, we have facilities that under your leadership as a department, you ensure they are well maintained. And just a small input is that we are also ensuring that we have the user-friendly facilities. I know we could be having some of our students who could be able differently. It's a category we really concerned and we take care of. So thank you very much for that. And that will mark the end of the departmental presentation. I know there are so many of the questions that were already raised have been handled. As you add more, I would like to bring in first our MUASA, the Management University Student Association Leadership. That is the chairman, Joseph, if he's in already. If Joseph is in, that is the Student Leadership Chairman. I don't know if he's already in, he can just unmute and address the students. If not, I know I may be joining us maybe sometime later. I think we will save on time and use this chance first to maybe respond to any questions that are still pending. I know we've been using our chat box, but there could be questions that didn't get a response. So this is the right time also to interact. It can be also a feedback. It can also be a feedback. It can be a question that you feel throughout the presentation it was not clear or has not been well handled. And maybe to start us off, I've been seeing the hand of Catherine Zilani Sele for some time. So, Catherine, if you can unmute and ask your question before we get another question. Catherine, maybe you are mute. I don't know whether it is answered. Okay, maybe I can have any other person, any other hand up. Just anybody with a question or just a reaction to the session we've had.
Sorry, let me go first.
Yes, who's speaking? Is it Tiberius?
No, it's Regan.
Regan, proceed. Regan.
Okay, thanks. It has been a nice session, and we have learned much.
Susan is waiting. Susan is waiting for you.
Yes.
Proceed.
Are we two on the line? Oh, sorry. Well, so my question will just come. I enrolled for a professional course, and that is CILT. And I think, to my understanding or to my knowledge that has been covered well. I mostly understand is part-time course or evening classes, but I don't understand if you need to be also attending the weekend classes. That has not been covered under the professional courses. And also the eligibility of the discount under the professional courses. Does it only apply to the institutional based ones or the international based courses that you also offer, just like the CILT? And also among the courses that the undergrads and the graduate courses that you have shown, is there still ways to add more? Because personally, I was interested in doing one in supply chain, the master's in supply chain, but currently not offer it.
Thank you for the questions. I believe I've captured the three correctly. Maybe I'll take one additional person before we respond to the questions together. So I'll pick on Oseko. Oseko, I can see your hand up. You unmute and ask your question.
It's me who was just talking. It was me who just talking.
Oh, Mark Award.
The last meeting we had this morning, remember to someone given to me.
Mark, you can unmute.
Template for reporting for your services and also
Caroline also mutes. The voice from her is turning.
Yes, Mark. Okay, I also saw Ruth. Ruth, you can ask you. Yeah. Yes, Ruth, proceed.
Thank you. This is Ruth. During the presentation from finance, I heard him say about fee once paid, the issues of non-refundable. Now, I've paid fee, if I've paid fee and paid the entire amount, and of course, the organization would come in to pay because maybe I've done an application. There are such instances, but now the process of the organization would be longer, and maybe it would take more time that I would not be able to manage the admission timeline. So assuming I have paid for myself, and then the organization again pays for me, this one from the organization is a deduction from my payslip. So how does the institution handle that to favor the student, so that I don't lose my money either way? Because the organization will pay directly to MUA, and I've also paid directly to MUA.
Thank you for your question, Ruth. Questions from the two, I think we can handle them for now. So maybe I'll bring in finance. There are two questions for you. Regan asks whether the discount policy applies also for CILT and other professional courses. And Ruth is asking whether there are situations that fee overpayment can be refundable, especially whether organization paid fee but paid later, but the student had paid from pocket. So is it possible, are there situations fee can be refundable? So I can bring finance to answer the two questions. I don't know if we have anyone from finance. School can also respond to if it is possible, adding more courses, like we've gotten a student interested in a master's in supply chain. Maybe, I don't know if academic dean is still in, Dr. Justanyaga.
Yes, I'm in, and thank you so much, Evans. Thank you also for the student who has asked that question. Yes, it is possible for you to do CILT at the same time doing your master's. So you can as well register for MBA. You specialize in supply chain, then you can do the two of them concurrently. We will do the timetable so that it is not crashing, and so that you're able to take the 2 units at the same time, or the 2 programs at the same time. I don't know. Another question is what?
The mode of study for SILT.
Okay. The mode of study for SILT depends on what the students are registered for, what you preferred. If it is, there wouldn't be a timetable for any student registered under physical classes for the SILT. So it will be shared, and it want to be flexible so that it does not clash with the MBA in case you register for the same. Yes. So if you register for online, you will take online. If you register for physical, we will still teach you.
Okay. That is, thank you, Daktari. Maybe anybody from finance to respond to the refund? I don't know. If not, I can still take more rounds. I think I'll bring them back later. I heard Ken's hand was up first. So Ken, you can go with your question.
Meanwhile, you can Evans, you can ask the student to share with us the contact, just in case that the finance will not be here, so that you can respond to the student directly. You can pick that contact, and we follow up. We call the student directly.
All right, that's okay. So, Regan and Ruth, you can consider posting your contacts, email address, or whichever works, phone number, so that we're able to get in touch with you on the issue of refund, so that we can handle that case. So, Ken, I'll bring you in. All right. Okay. Yes.
I've also posted the email for Mr. Agui, represented the finance. The students who is asking to do the finance refund or the discount, you can write to him directly, and he will be able to respond even immediately.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. That is okay. Then we can have Ken.
Okay, thank you, Evans, for this opportunity. First of all, let me start by saying that I'm a continuing student, almost on my second last semester. So number one, let me start by appreciating the institution for this orientation session. It's very important for both new and continuing students. So I have a few questions and probably suggestions. And also, I would like by starting appreciating some of your staff at the institution. That is Phoebe Kangede Moses. Whoever uses the library email, they have been very supportive and prompt in responding to emails, which has really made my life or my experience at MUA very smooth. So I wish to extend my appreciation to them. Then I would also like to call on whoever uses the Odell admin email. Whoever uses this email is very slow with responding to emails. And even in our WhatsApp group, I've seen students complaining about there is delay in responding to emails. And as a result, they've ended up missing deadlines due to lack of information. So I'll just kindly request that whoever uses this email can improve on that, such that students are able to get clarification or any information they need to as they study. So my first question would be in regards to a certain speaker mentioned that there will be interactive assessment. So I just wanted to know is that when these assessments are shared on the LMS, will we be getting any, is it possible to be getting like an email alert? Because like for my case, when the semester begins, I will go to the LMS, I will download all the material I need, because I developed this approach because sometimes you find LMS will be down and so on. So I normally download all the notes, I download all the cards and WA, save them on my laptop. Then I won't need to go back to the LMS again because I've already downloaded any material I need. So is it possible that when these assessments are uploaded, students be able to get the alert on email, such that even if we don't check the LMS, we'll have the alert with us via email? Because definitely emails I do check on daily basis. analysis. And then my second question would be in regards to past papers. Since joining MUA, I've realized that the upload or availability of past papers is not something that is done continuously. For example, when you request for past papers, you find that what will be shared are probably 2024 and beyond, going back to 2023 down there, or 2023 for some units. So you find that even what was done like last year, what we did last semester are not available. Is it that these past papers are not uploaded continuously? And maybe probably just as a way of improvement, is it possible that when lecturers are uploading the notes and the WA in the LMS, is it possible that you include a part for the past paper such that instead of students having to request these past papers probably from the library every now and then, once you register for your units, the lecturer will have that session to upload the past papers as well, such that they will be they'll be readily available for the units you are taking, and they should be back to the latest paper that was done, because I understand some might not be there every semester, but it should be up to the latest paper that was done. And then the next thing, when it comes to the cost structure, and this is more of probably a suggestion to improve. I know when students are joining the institution, they come with specialization in different courses. As much there are the common units, there are those units that students will need to take a specialization. Is it possible that the student portal is customized to specific students? For instance, when I'm coming to join, when I'm being registered, my portal is customized. I can easily track what I've done. I can easily see what I'm yet to do. I can easily see what I am qualifying for city, such that I don't need again to get a separate course structure like it's shared. This should be customized within my portal such that I can easily track my progress and what I need to do to avoid it. Because I've seen students complaining that they have done units that they qualified for exemption, or they have done units that were not within the course they were taking. So I think if
we get you, Ken. I think we get you.
Yeah, so I think
that is already packed. We can respond to it. We give chance for one or two last people. So
okay, let me final with one, please, kindly. The last one.
Please finish it.
Okay. So the last one is on. Okay, thank you, Evans. The last one is on the current issue ongoing in regards to KIM and TVETA, and I think this is an issue of concern to most of the students who went through KIM. The last orientation I attended, there was a KIM representative. Today, I don't know if there is one, but I have few questions on the same. Number one is that we understand yesterday there was supposed to be a proceeding in court. Could you kindly provide us with an update on this? Then number two, how
that's okay. Ken,
yes.
Ken, I just wanted to clarify the issue being brought about KIM. I think it was clarified through a memo and a letter that addressed all students, and it was giving the clear distinction between KIM and MUA, and it also giving the clear area of collaboration between the two institutions. So we may not have a place to really discuss the ongoing issue in this particular forum. So in case anything is not clear, you can reach out directly. With that said, I would just request that we get response for your past questions.
Okay, thank you.
That is on interactive assessment. So maybe Odell, you can pick and maybe respond to this. The interactive assessment being introduced. Is there a way the students will be getting alert? That is the question they are asking. They also, I think Edwin can respond to that. And then we
thank
can,
you. MC, for the question on the issue of interactive LMS, interactive assessments of the LMS, we are continuously upgrading our system. However, for now, what we expect from the student, just the same way they're able to log into the email twice a day or once a day, we expect them to also log into the LMS to check if there is any additional material that they have been given by their lecturers to work on. But we are continuously working on the upgrading our LMS to ensure, to see to it that we should be able to give alerts to students. But our primary source of information for students' learning material is the LMS. So our request is that students, the same way they log into the email twice a day, they should also log into the LMS so that they do not miss out on any deadlines. Thank you, MC.
Thank you. Then to the question of upload of past exams, it has been indicated it's not up to date. So I know the library has been assisting in this upload. So maybe they can just say a word on this.
MC, yes, that process. The process is ongoing, and we only upload what we have made plans and exams. And I think we have had the examination.
I can't hear you, please.
Check your audio. I think my line okay. I'm saying that process is ongoing. And we are populating the past paper database. And if probably for the ones that are not there, so I think that process is ongoing, and we are put together. I think going forward from this semester, we will be able to update as many papers. Back to you, Chair.
Thank you. I think from the library, they indicate that that upload is something that is usually ongoing, but it is good. It has been raised. So it is something we'll take into consideration just to ensure that the uploads is up to date. So thank you for raising it up. Then course structure, school, the possibility of customizing the course structure to the specific student specializations to avoid situation of taking wrong units.
Thank you, Chair. It's something we can work on that together with the registrar's office and the ICT. So it is possible for them to do that immediately the student declares, because most of the students join the university, they're not very sure of what they are going to specialize in. And that is why it is usually very much stipulated on if you are specializing on this in the course structure. If you are specializing in this, you are taking the units which are of this particular format. If you are taking maybe like HRM, then HRM units, they are the ones which you are supposed to be doing. However, I hear the person who has presented, and it's something we can check on, and we can do that immediately the student make up their mind. Yeah. So in terms of the credit transfer, again, it is not possible for us to say what student, a particular student can be exempted for until you apply for credit transfer. Until we check what you performed, we check the course content, and we narrow down to a particular student you are exempted this and that. You are not exempted the same units, basically, for different students. So it's usually like more of student specifications and whatever you performed. So we can only be able to tell you what you are qualifying for after you apply. And that is why the policy says that you need to apply for credit transfer within maybe the first semester or at most the second semester. That way, if you do that, then you are able, right from the word go, to know which units you can be exempted or you can get the credit transfer. I don't know if I answered to the satisfactory, and if not, you can ask.
I think it has been agreed on. It is satisfactory. Thank you. So I think because of time, can we have maybe one last? I've seen Tiberius' hand has been up for some time. Tiberius, you can unmute and ask your question.
Thank you so much, Tim. I think I am taking now the first semester. Like I have enrolled for the university and I'm happy to join you guys. We normally say that if you have seen father is by standing on the shoulders of the giant. And I believe I'm in a good space and I expect a maximum support from you guys for me to elevate further in this career. My concern is about the timeline. Most of us, we are working and then also we are taking course. So I really plead that you support us in the timeline, like the evening hours, so that you can be able to attend classes as normal. Then also, generally, I'm looking forward now to interact more with the other team as we progress with these learning sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Yours has been a remark. That is well taken. So at this juncture, I know we are locking quite a number, but this has to come to an end. There are email contacts which have been well given. Please let us use those official channels for communication, just to reach out to all these offices, and you will surely be supported. I believe that you are also given the contact you can be using to access the university, to access our main reception line that can really be, you can always be directed to the right department that can handle your issue. Yeah, so without much ado, I wanted to have one of us. That is Roslyn. Roslyn, you wanted to speak, but I wanted you, as you speak, you will also give us a remark or vote of thanks, just to close this session. So, Roslyn, I saw your hand up. Roslyn? Right. Let me see. Richard, are you there?
So, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
You had something, and we also wanted you to give us a vote of thanks for this day.
Okay, thanks once again. You gave me an opportunity when you were starting the session, and I appreciate as well for giving me another opportunity, despite being locked out. There is something which Mark had highlighted, which I just requested. It's just kind of reference to. It was answered on. I don't know how to call it, but on chat section, but it was not as per my expectation or my satisfactory regarding the situation where you go to search for, international universities, and you find like MOA, which we believe it's supposed to be international university, and it's missing. The response was, we go back to, I think there was a kind of direction which it was given to me, which I see it's not satisfactory enough. Like you have your personal thing, you need to sort it immediately, and doing an email again back to wait for response. If there is any way this can be just sorted out once and for all, because we are dreaming, beyond Kenya, and every time sending an email to clarify, and it's just a kind of concern. It was not up to my satisfactory. Like if it's something can be done, same like the other international universities, where you can search and find, and you proceed with your staffs, instead of again going to look for admin and Yeah, that's just a concern. And that's it from my end. And yes, if you want me to close,
I wanted you to
closing remarks.
I wanted you to close with the prayers as well. However, whatever you raised, we have our corporates office here. It is corporates that sells us to the world. That is something they've taken keen note of, and I believe that they'll work to ensure that we're in all those international platforms so that we are recognized. Yeah, so actually Keegan himself is here, our corporate officer. I don't know if you can add a voice to that. If not, you can close for us with prayer, Mr. Richard.
Okay, let's humble ourselves and pray. Our Heavenly Father, we come before you this great evening to say thank you for the opportunity. We call your name when we are starting this session, and we are calling your name as we close, as we embark in our dream academically. We call upon your presence, your Holy Spirit, to lead us, direct us, and guide us until the end of our session. With that remark, I pray and believe in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Amen.
Amen. Bye.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Bye. Have a great
Are you
weekend
hungry
ahead.
to unlock your leadership potential? Do you dream of making a lasting impact on your career? Look no further than the Management University of Africa. At Management University of Africa, we strive to ensure that all our graduates become job creators through empowering them with an entrepreneurial mindset. Whether you're a seasoned professional looking to advance in your career or a recent graduate eager to embark on your leadership journey, we've got you covered. We have a comprehensive range of undergraduate and postgraduate programs tailored for anyone aspiring to excel in management and leadership. Are you hungry to unlock your leadership potential? Do you dream of making a lasting impact on your career? Look no further than the Management University of Africa. At Management University of Africa, we strive to ensure that all our graduates become job creators through empowering them with an entrepreneurial mindset. Whether you're a seasoned professional looking to advance in your career or a recent graduate eager to embark on your leadership journey, we've got you covered. We have a comprehensive range of undergraduate and postgraduate programs tailored for anyone aspiring to excel in management and leadership. What sets us apart? Our innovative approach to teaching. We foster an environment that combines theory with hands-on experience, allowing our students to put their newfound knowledge into practice in real-world scenarios. This practical application helps our students develop the crucial skills needed to navigate the challenges of today's fast-paced business landscape. And the best part is, you can access our programs from anywhere, thanks to our flexible online and distance learning options. This means you can learn at your own pace while maintaining the quality of education. Visit our website today to explore our extensive range of programs. Remember, the future belongs to those who dare to lead.
SDGs recognize the right of all countries to industrialize, the right of all countries to get proper education the way we have described it, and to use that education to advance their economic and social development.